We come from many different backgrounds, holding secrets great and small. We are many different faces, different races, some who look familiar and others who don't look familiar at all, some very young and some very old, each of us with our own story. But we all come here to this inn on this night where it all began, where the separate threads of our stories merged into one. This is our story. Hear our tale. Relax, be merry, and enjoy.
Okay, let me go ahead and unmute, and hopefully we can get this thing started within the next couple minutes.
To Hero Forge.
Well, I have a feeling that she will love doing all the customization and probably spend hours on it.
We all have. I have a whole other thing of Lyra.
You can see Guard over there jamming out to something only he can hear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's called
darling.
the voices in his head.
The voices in my head.
The voices in his head are going, "Don't pick the wiener!"
Good boy.
That was so perfect time, DB, by the way.
As soon as I saw Rain do this, like he was thinking about what kind of trophy he wanted, it was like, no, I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Well, what was really funny is I was I'm still I wrote the recap and I'm like I really truncated the ending, so I would have actually said something about that, but it's not in there.
Yeah, I went back and I was watching and like seeing me type on Roll20 that, you know, you keep calling him a runt, but he's not a runt where it counts like you are. And then you lit his pants on fire. It's like, I didn't know we were roasting tiny wieners.
Oh, that's right. I did liar him.
Oh.
It was still amazing, I gotta say.
I'm still sore. I'm still very sore, but thank you for healing me.
All right.
Someone started this yesterday or the day before, but some people at my work know that I do D&D. And so some of them have been going, so what's some of the more interesting things that you've had to deal with so far? I'm like, I have a bard who's kind of a pyromaniac. Whenever there's a half-orc around, suddenly their hair or their pants catch on fire.
She's just trying to thaw their cold hearts.
See the hello?
Well,
She'll eventually hit that chest area at some
I was
point.
going to say, she needs to start condensing that field.
The first one was just a little too high. The other one was just a little too low.
But darling, usually if you're trying to burn the hair off their chest, it doesn't do much.
Oh, Lord.
I figure burning pants would definitely get his attention.
So I can close this.
And I am really pushing that spell to its absolute limits. Thank you, DM. It's so fun.
No problem.
I need to.
Are we just waiting on rain?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna let you guys do the recap because I'm too lazy to do that, mother trucker.
You're quite welcome.
We do have a couple of announcements, though. I don't know if we should wait till rain's back or not.
Wait,
Probably,
if,
yeah.
if they involve him, it should. That way we can get him out to his stream as well.
Rain stream says D&D, and mine says 2. Mine doesn't.
Hey,
I
it's
have
rain.
returned and am ready for the recap.
Okie dokie.
What the fuck?
Other announcements. Other announcements, Doc.
Well, the announcements, of course, being that next week we will be saying goodbye to a member of the group, and we will actually be welcoming someone else into the group.
Yes, we are going to be officially losing Mr. Neeson due to some real-life conflicts. And we will be gaining instead new member Lindy.
I
Character
will
to
say
be
I did a
announced.
recap myself over here. The only thing I really have to announce would be, hey, if you guys want to support Cherry a great way while influencing things that are happening in the campaign, stop by my channel. I've got the exclamation point charity link going on for St. Jude's. There's $1.11 redemption you can do. They'll throw randomized potion at us.
I don't like that thing.
So
Whether it's on a body, on a table, whatever.
I am actually trying to work on getting a Google spreadsheet set up that will just randomize it for us.
I am also working on something on my side of it, Wolfie, where I am planning to go through every one of the options. There's some that are just completely and utterly meaningless to be there for one, and then there's some that are two, instead, just extremely broken, and I don't want to see them.
Wolfie, I can do a spreadsheet if you want me to. Just send me the stuff you want in it.
Okay.
When are we ready?
I do believe so. So, Star, would you like to do the recap again?
I
And
will be
then-
happy to.
Before you do, if anyone else would like to do a recap, just let me know.
Absolutely.
The wiener.
But
Fuck's
I'm
sake, Rain.
very sorry.
I do
that
have
wasn't
one
in this one.
request. If y'all can do it in the perspective of your character, then that'd be bonus points.
It's gonna be very
Yes.
That
hard.
would be hard
But-
for me.
That's gonna be very hard for Upramar just because all he sees is blood.
And red.
I killed this guy, and I killed that
Last
guy.
week on Sweet Rolls, I decided to go around and kill everyone.
All I picture is Upramar. He's just got like a tattoo on his back, and it's just like a little line every time he kills somebody.
Little hash marks. Last week on Sweet Rolls, Lady Yala Growlhund waited, armored and armed with a sword, and next to her a bodyguard, the half-orc Hrbaz of Ukramar's tribe. She indicated a locked door and advised her children are there and she was protecting them. Trying to reassure the lady, and somehow rebuffed by her at the same time, I was about to leave the room when Tay warned me via whisper that these people dealt with demons. I kept my temper and noticed that Hrbaz kept looking at something behind me. There stood Ukramar, and from his innocent look he had just been doing something. I am pretty sure he had been challenging the bodyguard. Ukramar being head and shoulders above me, there would have been no problem for him to catch the eyes of Hrbaz, or more. I left the room to wait for the city watch, cautioning Ukramar while we waited. Not that it was needed, he wasn't going to do anything at that time. I whispered a warning of my worries to Tay, and he and Gar discussed whether or not they would assist. The two of them came upstairs and spoke with the lady who tried to put Tay in his place. I think they knew each other, insulting Tay and upsetting Ukama even further. Through her barbs, Tay remained unperturbed and polite. Ukama stormed off downstairs, returning a little later after Tay went to collect him. Gar, however, was channeling his best Columbo and advised the lady he knew she was lying, that we knew what she was up to, and the lady commanded he and Tay detained by her guards. I tried to defuse the situation, standing between Gar and the lady, but it was Ukrama who attacked the first guard. And that was how the fight began. Her boss darted forward, grabbing me and dragging me off to the side. Ukrama, Gar, and Tay fought the guards in the hall, and I tried to get away from her boss using another thunder wave. Damned half-orcs and their constitution. He retaliated by stabbing me. Ukrama broke through the fight, running to attack. He took out the lady, who foolishly tried to attack a raging barbarian with a sword, and the long-awaited showdown with her boss begins. The lady's guards thought better of their life choices and left the scene. I was hurt, healed myself partially, and to the surprise of everyone in the room, a flash of light, and I now have wings. With a little assist from all of us, very little, Ukrama emerged the victor, his lust for vengeance sated for the time being. Trisra had been keeping the thief down and quiet with a bracer throughout all the drama. The fight done, Ukrama explored the grounds, and Tay and I got the Lord out of his room. The Lord advised Lady Growlhund had sent the automaton to set off the fireball, to get a stone the thieves were trying to gain. Ukrama advised he could not find the automaton, and we heard metallic sounds and sniffles from the locked door. And here is where tonight begins.
Thank you, Star. You're having some minor technical issues with Rain, so please bear with him.
Oh no, just keep going. I'm not even gonna fucking worry about it. I'm like I said, it's only that many of it was more I would just not do a stream night.
I'm so sorry, Rain.
So,
Luckily, I have it recording as well, so it's in 6K bit rate, which means it can go up to 1440.
well, that would probably be why you're having issues, but okay.
Yeah.
No, it actually isn't. The recording is a completely different thing.
Any hoots.
Hoots.
Yes, any hoots. So, you all are now dealing with the aftermath of a massacre.
Oh.
I prestidigitation my outfit. I don't know if I did that the last week, but I'm going to make sure I'm clean because these silks are expensive.
I don't think you did it last week, so yes, you are now magically clean.
Remember to open everything, meaning.
I know we kind of said one thing. We're going to do something else here. I want to go ahead and grab the worship symbols and robes that were in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like pass them off to Upermar, you know, kind of hide these. We need them. Blackmail. And I want to look at the scrolls that were in there and make sure that they were all the records from the City of the Dead.
All right, so you're checking out all the scrolls.
Yeah.
You're giving me what, by the way?
I'm giving you the robes and the religious symbols of the devils, the fiends that the Growlhunds were worshiping. Between that and the book, it's basically blackmailing.
Yeah, so to be more specific, you are being handed 2 sets of robes. They are red and gold in color, and it's the holy symbol of Asmodeus.
Both red and gold, or one?
They're
is
both
red
and
one is
gold.
Okay.
They're both red and gold. So like red with gold trim.
Ukrama, I just noticed.
All right, and then
Why
what
are
was
you-
the other thing?
It's a holy symbol of Asmodeus, the Lord of Hells.
Ukama, I just noticed. Why are you carrying around a trunk?
That's
He's
in my
not carrying
bag. How
around
are
a
you
trunk.
supposed to see it?
He has a new bag.
He put the trunk
has a
in the
new
bag.
bag.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he put the bag in the trunk.
No, he put the trunk in the
I'm
bag.
just
Alright.
gonna see the bag. I'm just like, ooh, what's this?
Well,
You
no.
must have
Okay,
a
so
brand new
the
bag.
way you see me right now is I'm wearing my backpack. The bag of holding is inside the backpack, and then also
Ah.
is the chest.
Oh.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
no
just
one
so
curious
never
noticed
what's
mind.
in
anything
the
yet.
bag. I'm just curious what's in
Then-
the bag, but I'm probably gonna get hit if I look.
we don't see the bag then. It's all in your backpack.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Then I pull back.
Dark.
Yes.
As you start carefully going through the scrolls, you do find all the missing records.
Which I would probably hand to Upermar as I verify that they're the records.
All of the scrolls but one.
Which one?
One seems to be more magical in nature.
Does it have any identifiable runes or words on it?
You can make an arcana check.
I guess the better way to put it is, do I recognize this a warlock
17.
spell? But yeah.
You recognize it to be a scroll of identify.
Not
I
bad.
identified and identify.
Yes, you identify.
Cool. That gets 2
Awesome.
right thumbs.
Right.
I can't bend this one normally without doing that.
So, are you guys going to just stand by while he opens the children's room?
Well,
I-
believe
I will.
I was going to say I believe Tristram had heard something and gave us forewarning at the end of last session.
Yes.
So I'd probably kind of move here so I have a good line of sight when the door opens and just kind of be prepared for potentially something to come running out attacking us.
Does the automaton? Is the automaton in this room?
I do also have a question
Oh,
once
sorry.
we're done about the missing records. How many
sorry, what was
missing
that, Rain?
records was it?
I'd say.
How many missing records were there?
I heard you. I'd say 35.
35? Okay. I'm going to say that there's 0.1 in weight each.
Rain, we go over
That's
this every
the
single
way I
time.
take it.
Yeah, the weight's not mattering. Wolfie's not
We
doing
have
over
big-
encumbrance
we have
for
bigger
us.
fish to fry.
I
We have
keep
bigger fish to
forgetting.
fry than weights. For example, an automaton. So you watch as Oron
Wait.
steps.
Wait, Lord
Okay.
Lord Growlhund. Is the automaton in that room?
I believe so.
Is it going to attack or run when you open the door?
I'm not positive.
Does it listen to your orders?
No.
I'm wondering. I kind of look back at Ukramar, like, you might want to come up here.
Yeah, you already see him holding his battle axe walking up. Somebody say clink a clank.
Yeah, I'm just readying an Eldritch Blast in case this automaton decides it's going to bolt from the room and potentially attack us.
I'm also gonna stand right at the doorway, basically in a batter's position, ready to bonk a mother trucker.
Alright. So he unlocks the door. Opens it carefully. and you see something start running out.
I immediately fire the Eldritch Blast.
I also DM'd you something. I was getting at that point in case the kids ducked out, by the way, Wolfie. So, yeah, I swung immediately.
22.
Very good.
I apparently don't have a good swing today. Actually, would that be an athletics check first? That don't matter. It's an 8 on this actual attack.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I clicked this. There we go.
Where did that
So
go?
13 points of damage to the automaton.
Well, I gotta pull up its sheet because where it is made out of metal, I know its armor class is different. Okay. So it does get blasted. Sparks do start flying. I would say anyone that wants to try to stop it, like,
Make an attack now.
can make an attack or an athletics check to try to grapple it.
I'll
What?
try.
Actually, I'm pretty sure
Oh, what, Wolfie?
that's...
Hmm?
Never mind, that's... the
While
one
y'all are
that's
doing that, I will be right back.
on Barbarian.
If nothing else, I'll try and slow it down.
Yeah, that's not for another 3 levels on the specific thing I'm looking for, or 2 levels for Barbarian.
I'm protecting this one that I'm standing by.
So with both of those athletics checks, I will say for the purpose of it, you moved back a little bit, Rain. But both you and Lyra now have a hand on this nimble right. It's got, as you are able to look it over a little bit more, you see that it is dressed up a little bit more fancy.
Okay.
But it does have a very slim metallic face. Part of it is upturned into the stylization of a mustache and goatee. Beyond those, like, yes, guard like a robot. Beyond like the generic facial features, it's more or less bland other than its clothing. And it does have a small satchel attached to it.
I'm going to rip that satchel off.
Okay. It is going to try to resist.
Strength versus strength.
Strength versus
Stop.
strength.
I try and tell it to stop.
Do I
I'm
get
gonna
an
be-
advantage since it's currently grappled by 2 people?
I would say currently no. But are you trying to convince it Star, or are you trying to cast a spell to make it stop?
I don't have a spell to make it stop, so I'm going to try and convince it and stop. Cease. Freeze. Switch off. Yeah, it's something I'm gonna be like throwing those out to see if one of them works.
Lyra's not born at the correct time. She was born in an era where everything was voice automated.
Yeah.
Well, it follows
Well-
commands. Maybe it'll follow the commands of a woman.
Alright, well, either way, here's that.
Oh yeah, it does not break free, or it doesn't
The
put up
satchel
a
rips off.
satchel which rips off.
I immediately, even though DB's not here, I hand it straight to him. So he's back. I'll just put here. Ukrumar hands satchel from automaton to Tay. That way he can see when he gets back.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
I don't think we need this anymore, do we? Now look at Ukrama.
Maybe we do.
Do you want it, Tristra?
I don't necessarily want to deal with something that damn near took out an entire block.
It was commanded to set off a magical necklace. Do you see another magical necklace on it?
Do I? Or do
You can
any
roll
of us?
perception.
Garcel's got hand.
Gart.
I just stand along the wall and I'm like, I could use a robot. This would be kind of cool. You know, have somebody that could walk me around, show me cool things. I'd be okay with it. We could reprogram him. There's got to be somebody in town that knows how to do it, right?
That was my idea.
Program it, be a barkeeper.
You're reading
might
my
be
mind,
interesting.
Okrama. You're reading my mind.
Rain and Minnie, you notice that it is very finely dressed. Star, you notice that tucked underneath the coat, there is a rapier and a dagger.
It's armed.
Don't disarm it. I don't mean its actual arms.
Can I do it? Can I get that? Can I get the rapier and dagger out?
It's going to try to resist.
I'll do it. What do you want me to roll?
Uh,
To be fair, you are over at the other door, guards.
I would say just do a general dexterity check. We're trying to just snatch it away.
Oh, that sucked. Yeah, nope. Ow!
You nick your finger on the dagger. It doesn't cause any lasting damage, but you do nick it. But the dagger does at least fall down to the ground, but it still has its rapier. It is going to now try to wriggle out of your guys' grasp. So I'm going to need both of you to make another athletics check.
Can I try to hit it?
If you want to.
Oh, wrong one.
Star, using the distraction of you cutting yourself, it does get free of your grasp, but it is still firm
Sorry.
in Rain's grasp.
Can I try and re-grab it?
It's currently still there, so yeah.
What is it? Athletics to try and re-grab it?
Yes. Minnie, you do not make a lasting impact on it. It just kind of bounces off.
Gotcha. DB, you currently have a satchel that I assume probably has the stone in it. If you want to inspect the satchel, see what's in it.
Oh, okay.
I took it off of the robot and handed it to you while you were AFK.
Okay. I would, if I have the stone, then I would shift over to guard. And I guess inspect the satchel.
So really quick, Star, it does barely manage to get away from your grasp. It is dancing as best as it can with a very angry half-orc attached to it. But you can see that it is straining now, trying to get towards Tay.
Oh.
Can I fire another Eldritch Blast
I'm
at
going to
it?
go ahead and just knock it to the ground.
Be careful, Tay. It wants you. Probably the satchel that you've got.
I'll throw another Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, well, wait till that hits. Or misses.
It's probably gonna hit.
That hits.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Wow. Was that max damage?
Max damage.
It was.
Nice.
DB is on the freaking point today.
Okay, while it's being blasted, I'm going to use that as a distraction to essentially trip it to the ground.
All right, so you're doing the shove action. Basically.
Yeah, essentially, I'm basically while it's getting hit, it's distracted, so I'm using that as a way to trip it.
Do athletics for me, please.
Do you want to consider that advantage since I'm trying to use it as a distraction from the blast?
Sure.
Natch 20.
Oh my.
Didn't even need that
You
advantage.
needed that nat 20 because it rolled a 25.
Wow.
Dang.
So this Nimblewright is now on the ground in a slowly spreading puddle of water, being held there by angry halfling.
I'd
And
also like to.
apparently many somehow died.
Can I point out something, by the way? Minnie, you're directly opposite of Star, so those attacks that you made should have been at advantage.
Oh, right.
Whatever. It's too low, too late.
I mean, you can
Anyways.
Whatever.
So you've got the Nimblewright somewhat restrained now.
Well, I've got it pinned to the ground. I'm going to give Tressra and Lyra both the look of find the damn rapier, and whoever sees that dagger, move it away, throw it, whatever. Just get the hell out of here.
I do so.
All right. With it not able to really do anything, you guys do manage to pull the rapier away from it and kick the dagger away.
And now with that done, I go approach Lord Growlhund and ask him if he'd like to go and console his children.
Yes, I think that's for the best. And you watch him step inside.
Well, gentlemen and Trissra, are we staying?
Gentleman and cat.
Gentleman and cat. Are we staying?
For fuck's sake, Rain.
I am going to look back at everybody and ask them, are we staying?
I'm going to give Tay the look of what's in that bag. Whatever it is, just get the hell out of the room because it keeps trying to break free from me.
Well, you have it prone. Why don't you attack it and deal some damage?
It is
That would
looking
require
pretty
me to lose
banged
my
up.
grip.
I mean, if you hit it, it's an automatic crit because it's prone, isn't it? Or is it just advantage?
It is advantage on melee attacks.
Fine.
This is
I
what
drive my
set
battle
off.
axe down on it. Well,
God
my
damn
Wuthering
it.
one. Oh, just disable it.
Yes.
I'm gonna drive it down on its legs, essentially disabling it.
It's prone, is it not?
It is prone.
So first things first for you, Wolfie. You want Dex check to see if I actually managed to land it on the legs specifically.
I'd say do an actual attack roll.
Okay.
Cut off its
Prone,
legs.
so that's advantage.
Oh.
Okay. That's a 20 to hit. What do you want from me from here?
So you do manage to sever up the legs.
Okay.
Can we call it Lieutenant Dan now?
Whatever Trissra wants.
I will also say
Trissra
that
gets
both Dark
little robot.
and Minnie you both would know that in the city of Waterdeep, being found guilty of killing a noble is a death sentence. It is very much an eye for an eye, so
The guards
If you are
already know
going-
that the guards already know we're here though because we sent a message to
We sent
Sagan.
it to Staggett, though. We sent it to Staggett, who might hide it a bit. I say we leave.
I gesture to the Gentarum dude in the corner. Do you really believe that he's going to not spout lies to the guard?
We're talking about it out loud. Oh no, we. How much trouble are we likely to get into, even in self-defense?
self-defense, I'd say you'd be able to at least make a case. But it would probably be a lengthy trial. Because Waterdeep does take death of nobles and attacks on nobles very seriously.
I think we should leave. Staggett knows where we are. Kill that one.
I'm gonna.
Or maybe bring him with us. I don't know.
I have a really, really stupid question. Well,
There are no
possibly
stupid questions.
Can I fit this fucker in a bag of holding?
Oh my fucking god.
Mm,
Maybe?
yes.
If I'm not
Actually, you would.
wrong,
You're gonna see Urkamar while still basically sitting on the fucking mangled robot, reach into his backpack over his shoulder, pull out a bag of holding, and start bagging the fucker.
the first
see
thing
a
I'm gonna
bag.
say is
Pop out of a bag.
the first thing I'm just gonna ask from out here is just like, what the hell is that?
I don't know, but for whatever reason, this thing's going further and further into a small ass bag. I don't get it, okay? It's working. I was just looking to basically blind it, but apparently the whole thing's going in.
Do I know what that is?
I'd say you can make an Arcana check. The
Okay.
DC is going to be pretty low.
Okay.
I want to make an Arcana check as well, if I may.
You can.
That moment when Urkamar is clearly demented.
You tried
Alright.
it.
You both do know that this is a bag of holding.
My instant reaction is, how the hell did you get the bag of holding?
Rainier.
You know what? I personally don't remember the exact specifics, and
Rainier
Urkamar's
gave it to
stupid.
you.
I know. However, Urkamar is kind of stupid. Okay, he would remember. So yeah, he explains that he got it from what's their name when they stopped at the
Rainier.
Rainier.
Yeah, Rainier.
You guys do start hearing the sounds of two griffins. And it sounds like they are fast approaching.
I'm gonna
need
notion
to leave.
everyone out the back now.
I follow. I start going.
I guess delete the icon of the automaton, and I'm gonna throw in my inventory that I have an automaton.
Ukrama,
have a
do we want to
nimble
take? Do we want to take this one with us?
Tay, that's your call.
I want to not because, well, I can and not. The reason why I
If
don't
we-
want him with us is because if he gets to the guards,
That's
again,
exactly
he can
it.
say thing, "Ah."
Alright, so my max movement is...
I'm gonna like stuff some kind of cloth or something in his mouth. And I know I'm not the
Yeah.
strongest, but I know he's also tied up. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
take hold of the ropes and I'm gonna drag him with us.
Will you help? Anybody going to help him?
I'm helping him.
Okay.
All right, so I'd say between the two of you, you do manage to move.
And I'm just gonna just fuck doing this a little bit at a time.
Down here.
Alright,
Yeah.
so my second
So-
movement weapon right where Trista is.
You guys
So-
are trying to sneak out the back.
I need to
More or
leave.
less, yeah.
I need to leave.
I'm going to need everyone to do a stealth check then.
Cloak is on.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
gosh.
To be
Thank God
fair,
the half-orcs
to
apparently
be
stealthy.
fair,
Oh my God!
to be fair, we are dragging someone with us.
Yeah.
True.
I will say though that if we can get out the back, maybe if there's like an alley or something nearby, I'm gonna drag his ass over to it, and I'm just gonna constantly be sending messages aimed at Staggett, just in the direction of the manor.
In the direction of what?
The manor, just so that if Staggett walks in, I'm able to hit him with message and kind of get him to come out the back on his own. Assuming we don't
What
run
are
into
you doing,
anything.
by the way, Gart? Because you're not moving.
I'd
Guard's
say
not
at this
here.
point you figure
Oh,
that
he's AFK.
Staggett's probably gone to sleep to get at least some sleep.
Ugh.
I mean, if that's the case, then he wouldn't even know that we're here. So if I know that he's probably asleep at this point in time, then we would just book it back to Trollskull Man.
Okay,
I'm
Gartoka's
sorry.
back. Everyone pause for a minute. Gartoka, I bagged the automaton in the bag of holding. You saw that? Okay, cool.
You heard it.
I heard everything. I just don't know which way you guys went.
We went downstairs
went
and out
back.
the back door.
They're going through the
Uh-huh.
shattered back door that Rain decided to Kool-Aid Man through a couple sessions ago.
And I have to say something, guys. How the fuck am I the stealthy one when I'm the goddamn Kool-Aid man of the group?
Because we are fucking
I'm-
dragging a person. You better shut up.
Well, I mean, they do have
Thank
a
you.
point.
I literally have a -4 strength modifier, and I'm the one dragging this motherfucker out of a building.
I have a
I would
negative
have helped, but you
strength.
didn't let go.
Okay, so we got those. Let's see if you guys are spotted.
Horrible rolls.
Please. Please. Oh, please.
I'm just gonna go somewhere.
hold on.
Yeah, but we also have 2 nat runs, Rain.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want that one or do you want the one she was looking at? You need to look at. It's your Father's Day gift.
Before I get home tonight.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh boy.
And you did.
We were
apparently I
spotted.
didn't.
Oh boy. You guys look up and you notice that there is 2 griffins with riders on their backs starting to make their way over.
God.
Are they on the ground or are they flying?
They are flying.
I, like, wave at them to hurry up and come down.
So I will say the one thing that I did on purpose is I stayed inside.
So you're going to flag down the griffins.
Yeah, to try and get them to come. If they see us, there's no point in us trying to run or anything.
No.
So if we have pulled that asshole out of the house, which I'm assuming we have,
Are we out yet?
then I was waving them to come down,
least-
like in a hurry up, get your ass down here kind of way.
And then I just gotta grab their riders.
Message
Those are some
to Tay.
decent griffins.
Message to Tay. What are you doing?
Soon as they've landed, the first thing out of my mouth is, "Where is Barnabas Blastwind?"
He's on his way. What did you do?
We were passing by and heard a scream and came in to find the Lady Growlhund fighting with a sneer and like kind of shoved the dude down into the ground. Shintara.
Sorry, I'm checking something real quick.
Probably their perception or something.
No, I'm checking something in regards to Rain's.
Ah, the
question.
bag of holding thing, yeah.
But
Wait,
I'm not.
once something is in there, it physically cannot get itself out in the
Yeah,
store.
you have to remove it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just stuck in there. It's not like the portable hole where you have a chance.
Yeah, because it's like a dimensional thing.
Well, portable hole's a dimensional thing too, but portable hole also just kind of
You know what I
folds
mean.
itself up.
Mhm.
But so you're trying to convince.
I'm trying to convince them that we heard a scream, rushed inside, fearing the worst because it is a noble house, and found Gentarum fighting with the guards. And basically, we basically came in and helped. That's what I'm trying to convince them.
Okay, real quick, while he's doing that, I went back. Those two that I killed at the very start of the, 2 sessions ago, they had tattoos, right?
Yes.
I start dragging both of their bodies out.
Okay.
And
I
I
mean,
would say
well, the thing is,
probably about
the-
a minute from now, I would have them outside.
well, the dude that I pushed down onto the ground has different markings to show that he's like a small leader of the Gentarum.
Well, still, I'd say do persuasion with advantage because you do have someone from the Gentarum in your grasp, and you do have a half-orc dragging out more bodies.
21.
Nice roll, buddy.
They both kind of give a very annoyed sigh. We appreciate the effort, but you need to leave this to the city watch. There are protocols. What if you had been injured?
Had we not stepped in, more than just the Lady Growlhund would be dead right now.
Minnie, make a dexterity check.
I'm summoning
He
up
stepped
here
away.
right now.
Well, I'd say,
Who has a similar dexterity to his? Was it Gar?
well, I was actually
think
going
I
to
do.
say anyone that's right next to him, make up to the Zentarum, make a dexterity check.
I am so sorry.
Hi, Sully.
So that would be myself, Minnie, and Rain.
Is it check or save, by the way?
Just click on Dexterity.
Check.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. 18.
Nice. Better than me.
Oh, my rolls are pretty decent tonight so far. I still find it funny that the half-orc rolled the highest stealth.
You both-
Morgan says hi, everybody.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. You both
So-
try as
Thank you.
Urstel
Delicious.
looks up at them and blurts out,
He
They're
can't
the
blurt out
ones.
anything because I stuffed a cloth into his fucking mouth.
Yeah, he's
true.
gagged.
That's right. Thank you. So never mind the dexterity check. I forgot that you guys gagged him.
Ah, yes.
That's on me.
I wasn't gonna let his ass. I wasn't gonna let his ass say anything.
I'm summoning up tears in the room there.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna go too badly. They murdered my friends in my own front yard, and I'm not supposed to do anything?
I'm just gonna look at them and say, "Get Barnabas here now."
I'd say make a performance check for that star.
Okay. Please, dice gods.
Woo!
Nice.
They'd probably also recognize with that, wouldn't they? The whole front yard thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
that-
Gartoka's over there pigging out.
They both just go, be that as it may, we are truly sorry for what happened, but if something had happened, you could have gone into some serious trouble. As for your question, you do have. Let me get their tokens. Out of the way.
This back area is not big enough for all these people and 2 griffins.
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of crowded.
Meanwhile, you just hear dogs barking up front.
Yep, because there is a whole platoon basically coming. Led by Barnabas. And the guards go, well, the riders go, it sounds like he has just arrived.
I'm going to step back and quit prestidigitation my hair. I don't know if I did it on the way, but I'm doing it now just to be sure.
Okay.
By the way, I've removed all the blood from my axe as to hide the fact that I've killed anyone.
I mean, it's
And
basically
I can use-
implied at this point.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain, like, prestidigitation has been used on any of us that were looking rough or bloodied or anything like that.
I will say that
Well-
the only thing on my battle axe is probably some very, very dark oil.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, at this point, I'm pretty sure that they've come to the conclusion that murder happened.
I'm going to be playing the part of the very upset person today.
So there is now a platoon of city guard just at the front gates.
Please tell me that asshole says, "The lady is busy, come back later."
He does.
He does. I tell the guards at the back, they're going to have a little bit of trouble getting past the asshole up front.
Yes, Lady Growlhund does have a very vigilant guard.
Had, unfortunately.
The guard is dead, but we can hear him.
No, the
not
lady
the
is
one
dead.
in front.
Oh.
And I'm going to, like, pull out a little religious symbol for my god, and I'm just going to say a quick prayer.
Okay.
DB, you're gonna feel a gentle.
Yeah, that's
poke
actually
at
what the
the
Raiders
small of your neck.
were basically doing there, Minnie.
I'm gonna feel
You
what now?
left me unsupervised.
And the easiest way for you to realize what I'm meaning is that I want you to talk to me, but not vocally.
I have no way to talk to you without some use of vocal.
Yeah, we literally have to whisper to do that spell.
Oh, is it a whisper? I
Yeah,
thought that was
it is a
telepathy.
whisper.
With
Mm.
messages, they have to whisper. It's not like sending. Though
Right.
I want to
Sorry,
say
I thought that
sending
was what
is.
we had.
I want to say sending is also verb. Now that I think about it.
I want to inform the two guards that I'm talking to about the servants that were locked up in the room upstairs, that we had discovered them and doing a little sweep whenever we came in. But there are survivors up there, but there's a lot of blood and dead bodies inside. But that it is
Children.
very, very urgent that I speak to Barnabas.
Can I not be part of this?
Oh, you're totally part of this.
I whisper to Tay. The children.
You might want to do something about the blood in the bodies before the children are brought out of their room as well.
At which point you do hear sobbing coming from up above. Very loud sobbing.
Somebody
Oh,
forgot
boy.
to remove
I was
the
hoping
fucking
they
body.
wouldn't see it. I was hoping they wouldn't see it.
I should have killed the child. Wait, what?
Please tell me you did
Murder
not say
Hobo
that.
Druid over there.
There are so many spells I can use with the bone of a child.
Exactly.
Okay.
I should have murdered him when I had the chance.
The riders
Please.
motion towards the front. There's like, well, if you really need to talk to Barnabas, it sounds like he's up front, so that would be your best bet.
I
You
just
wish-
point out the two dead Centrum. What do you want done with these fucks? You just want me laying here?
These fuckers.
Just they look at you and with the exasperated sigh, just put them down and we'll deal with them later. My God.
Hey,
how
so-
far
In our
is that-
defense, they
How
attacked
far
us.
is it to the front gate?
If
If you go straight through the manor, not that far.
Okay, is it
It's being
120
blocked
feet?
by a fucking table, by the way,
yeah,
as a
there's
reminder,
a table
guys.
there.
Wait. I'm asking where Barnabas is from me.
Front gate. He's up here.
All right.
He
I
is that
understand,
dark.
but I'm asking. Oh, he is this one here?
Yes.
All right.
He is 130 feet away from you.
I'm going to move back into the kitchen to see if I'm in better range of him, because I'm thinking I can't. I tried to whisper and it didn't go, so I
You
think he's a
only
little
need
too
to
far
stand.
away.
You only need to stand right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just backing up around Gar. Excuse me, Gar. And I whisper, "My Lord Barnabas, we are around the back."
You hear back. Who is we?
The young Lord Teor Nulian and the party from the Troll Skull
Skull.
Manor. I couldn't remember the name for a second.
I knew it too.
You hear exasperated sigh.
You sigh at me.
There's going to be many exasperated sighs today.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a lot of exasperated sighs.
I'm sending a message back to Tay. I have summoned Barnabas back to the back.
You would have visual on me. You'd probably just see me get a little nod. I'm not verbally replying.
Barnabas
And I moved away.
and a number of guards.
Mini said.
What
Specific said.
did you do?
We responded to a cry.
Screams.
It is very urgent that I speak with you. Some very disturbing things have been brought to light today. Also, I want to point out to our DM, I believe in our last session, not once did I actually tell the Jintarum dude that we killed the Lady Growlhund. All I said was that she was gone. She had been taken care of.
I'm going to say that he probably put two and two together.
I mean, he can blame us all he wants, but it's not our fault that the Lady Growlhund's bodyguard turned on her.
You tell that to the investigator.
That's what I'm going to be telling to the investigator if Barnabas will be willing to speak to me privately.
You see Barnabas just kind of look and be like, as of this moment,
Before he can even finish, I just hold up my hands, open palmed.
Tay.
is that all you're doing?
That's all I'm doing. Basically, like, you know, if you need to arrest me or anything, put cuffs on me, go ahead.
Tay.
As of this moment, you and your party are going to be treated as suspects for whatever happened here until we get to the bottom of all of this.
I give a small nod. I have a question.
I have an answer.
The automatons, can they be compelled to speak even if it's not in an actual language to a point where somebody could use a spell to understand them?
The automatons, the nimble rights, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. I guess to kind of clarify just a little bit the reason I'm asking this. If we were to let that one out of the bag, and there was some kind of spell where someone could understand and speak essentially to this nimble right, could they ask, what were your orders, and learn that he was to throw the necklace?
If it could speak, yes, but you understand that for a speaking nimble right, that is super rare.
Okay.
You only know of one.
You were not sneaking away.
I'm going to. I was going to whisper at Trista. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, I did actually meant from here.
Oh. She's
So,
going
like,
into the dining room.
I'm going inside to hide inside.
Turn into a cat?
I am going to give.
Help.
I am going to give
You're
a little
cat.
little nod to what Barnabas said, and tell him, you know, that's to be expected. But it is very urgent that I talk to you and whomever you might trust with some very disturbing information.
Speak then.
I'm going to look at all the guards. I'm going to say, the Lady Growlhund was responsible for the fireball on Trollskull.
He gives you a look and says, and what proof do you have of this? Yes, Rain.
I actually, as you were explaining what you were explaining, I completely forgot what I was going to ask.
Classic Rain.
Her husband informed us.
And where is she to defend herself against this accusation?
Unfortunately, she is no longer among the land of the living.
I see.
I'm assuming Barnabas right now cannot see Erstal, so I'd kind of pull him over to where Barnabas could see him. This was one of the ones that was chasing the gnome, the only survivor.
Well, he, along the rest of you, he's mildly concerned right now. He, as well as the rest of you, can come and do some questioning.
We can comply.
I'm not trying to fight it or anything. I'd already held my wrist out once if they felt the need to put me in shackles or something.
Currently, they don't feel like there's a need for shackles.
Other than maybe with me.
Well, you're not being violent towards them yet.
You're not showing any.
I don't look very nice.
No, but you still don't show any violence against them.
That's why Lyra was like, it's all right, it's all right.
So Barnabas, would you
Yes.
mind, before we head to be questioned, if we're able to stop at the City of the Dead and return the scrolls that were stolen?
We found them here.
Interesting. Well, we can do the questioning here. And I'll just have someone run these to the City of the Dead.
I'm just gonna kind of give him a look. Be like, someone you trust explicitly.
Please.
I trust the City Watch. They have not given me any reason to doubt them yet.
They're corrupt, man.
You're not even here. You can't say that shit. I'll give a little nod and say, okay. I'm just being careful. It's too much backstabbing these past few weeks. So at this point, we hear an arrow fly and smack Erstal in the head.
Honestly, right now, a good bump would send him off.
Yeah, he's only got one hit point. I'll kind of touch Upramar and just kind of get him to bend down so I can pull the scrolls out of the bag. And I guess hand them off to one of the City Watch.
I point to a side pouch on the right-hand side of the backpack.
The Griffin Rider right next to you will motions, and it's just like, I'll fly them there.
Thank you.
I hesitate on the very last one and just rub
That's your parents?
my thumb over my family name before handing it back to him.
I put a hand on your shoulder for that one.
So Barnabas, I would say we could do the questioning inside, but it is There's a lot of bodies and a lot of blood in there, unfortunately.
It makes no never mind to me.
I give a little bit of a nod, and then I'll head back inside, I guess.
All right. Minnie, you do hear people starting to enter.
He ducks into another room.
I'm not
And,
getting
uh,
near that
I
fuckhead.
will start dragging the table back in the center of the room.
Oh god, that's
Seeing
a
that
lot
the
of
guards are
upset
trying to
quality.
make their fucking way into the building, possibly from the front. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, there's now guards. Like,
Did the fucker at the
There's-
gate get arrested?
I'd say at this point, yes, for impeding the investigation.
Asshole.
Nice.
Obstruction of justice is a thing.
But
I don't know
there
whose
is
box that is anymore. It's apparently not mine, though. I can't delete it. So let's pretend it's not there.
DM privileges.
Thank you. I don't know why it took my permissions out of the way.
Minnie,
Huh?
I would say make a stealth check if you're going to try to avoid the guard.
Meaning's gonna be like,
Just
are
pretty
there? Is there any windows? Can I get out
Because-
through a window?
They are going to start searching the entire place.
You're gonna be discovered. It's inevitable.
Are you guys shapeshift?
Oh god, suddenly there's a fucking cat. Where's the other member of your party?
Jesus fucking
don't
Christ,
know
why did that
about-
get so long?
It's
They don't
because it
know
is so
about
fucking long.
Tristra. You made them invisible the last time.
That's right.
Oh, that's true. I made you invisible at the fucking tavern.
Okay, so Minnie, you wild shape. What are you wild shaping into?
A cat.
I'm a beebs.
Yeah, motherfucking small bee.
No, don't
Technically,
do
you can't
that.
choose a bee yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
technically.
Because
Haven't
bees
seen
have a
one.
fly speed.
You're a chicken.
No.
I just have no
Transform
light
into
speed.
an actual flea. That way you can be a fly on the wall.
Um,
I
Can't-
can just not fly faster. That's the only thing.
honestly, if I'm going to say this, the cat is a good thing because we recognize the cat.
Mm-hmm. But
And
the
you
guard
can
is gonna
act-
be
you
like,
can-
what the fuck?
You are going, as long as you don't change in front of them, as far as they know, the Lord had a pet. Or you wandered in through an open door. That door's been standing open back there a bit.
A cat who came in to try and eat the hall.
I'm just moving guards around real quick.
They're probably investigating going upstairs where we said that we had
Oh yeah,
found
they
servants
are.
and
They're all over this place.
I see that. Holy shit.
Minnie, you watch a guard walk in. They turn to you and they just go, "Oh, it's a little kitty." And they're going to reach down to try to give you some scritches.
I'm just gonna
What
accept
is
it.
this?
are you gonna like
Are you
tilt
gonna
your
purr?
head and purr and
Yeah. Full out just.
They're going to
Attention!
they're going to pick you up,
Aw.
start
How is,
carrying you in
I'm
their arms.
sorry. I'm sorry. How is he going to pick me up?
because you're a tiny cat.
No,
You are
how
me.
is he picking him up specifically?
Yeah.
I'd say by the scruff of the neck, just until you get into the arms, and then he's just going to
Won't you like a little
do
baby?
a little.
Christy, so that you can do this number.
Just going to kind of cradle you in his arms.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I like this god.
Give me one quick second because there's actually.
Are you gonna like make him fall in love with you and like show him your toe beans and everything and just be like,
Touch the wrong spot and you're dead, buddy.
Minnie, pick brown or calico.
Brown.
Calico. Damn it.
Interesting.
looks like a rat.
Yeah, it looks like a rat, but yeah.
I wonder if you
It
can.
does,
I
but-
think you can make it skinnier.
I cannot actually.
Minnie's just laying in the guard's arms going, cat, I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, and I dance.
We'll say that this is Minnie on their side, so that it makes a little bit more sense. In the guard's arm. Okay. I am.
From on the token.
That was your last wild shape, wasn't it?
No,
He
I
did a
have another
rest.
one. We had.
You
we
should
had
be
a
able
short
to control the cat now. Minnie.
rest. Woo!
Loudness.
But yeah, we got the short rest before they came, so and that's all I
did
need
we?
as an L.
When did this
Well,
happen?
yes.
Was I not here? I was not here.
You were the one that demanded a short rest.
Yeah,
I asked if we could, if we had time for it.
You
shit.
said, and I quote, "Can we get one on the ride over?"
I would get that. Sounds like something.
That's
I
right, when it
digress.
counts.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
never
thought you were.
used a
I thought
wild
you were.
shape
I thought you were
last
talking about a
session.
short rest before the guards got here. Never mind. My
No,
bad.
no.
I never
Oh,
actually
where's my
had
token? There it is.
used the wild shape beforehand. Before now, so this is my first one out of 2.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna assume that they bring the Lord Growlhund and the children in.
Stop. So,
Yes.
quit it.
Let me grab them real quick. Let me also get rid of a random line right there. So you do see coming down Lord Growlhund and 2 children.
Sure.
One appears to be a 13-year-old boy and one appears to be a 10-year-old boy.
I would also assume that one of the guards, like maybe that one or whatever, is currently holding on to him.
Yeah.
Don't want the frail noble to hold on to him.
No, we don't. I was hoping you would have turned him over anyway.
Okay, so Barnabas turns to everyone. What happened? You can just see that both the kids were most definitely crying.
I'll start at the beginning, shall I? We, following the unfortunate fireball in Trollskull Alley, a couple of us, and I gesture to myself and Lyra, we went to the City of the Dead to see if we could perhaps speak to one of the dead that were involved in the fireball. When we asked questions in front of, I always forget his damn name. Father Understone.
Yes.
We discovered that 3 members of the Shataram, and I gesture to the asshole at my left, including him, were chasing after the gnome. They were looking for something, and when they recovered it, they were supposed to meet up back here.
Huh? I did. Yeah.
This is a very interesting tale that you are spinning there.
You can corroborate it with father.
It's at this point that one of the guards, once they watch from up top, yes, we can hear you, comes back down and goes, "Sir, we found a teleportation circuit. We're not familiar with where it goes, though."
Is that what that is?
But there's all the money available right now, I think. Or like, we still have money.
Star
I'm
Spawn,
literally. Yeah. You guys hush. I'm literally standing there kind of holding my elbows. I'm just like, looking like I've been scared shitless. Or at least dramatically worried.
We hurried here, thinking perhaps that the Growlhuns were hostages. It would make sense, considering this is the closest noble manor, a place that is fairly well protected. You're able to hide anything you're doing. It being the closest one to Trollskull Alley, we feared perhaps that the Shintarum had killed the family and possibly taken over. As you know, there is magic that lets you disguise oneself as when you would want to.
Yes, I'm quite aware of those tricks.
We sent messenger birds off to another member of our party, as well as one to Staggett, to let him know that we were hurrying here. Assuming, though, that
He's sleeping right now.
I am assuming, though, that you relieved him of duty so that he could go and rest after a long night.
Yes, because he has been working nonstop.
He's a good man.
One of the best. When we arrived, they attempted to ask to speak to the lady of the manor, but the guard up front was adamant that we would not be allowed in, that we would have to come back later. I saw no visible marks on him, but as I said, there's magics that let you be whoever you want to be. Kind of alluding that perhaps he's also Jintarum and using disguise self or something.
I see the cat come in and I'm sorry. Do I see the cat come in?
Well, the cat would be held in the guard's arms, so if the guard walks in.
Oh, it looks like he got down.
Typical cat fashion. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Question is, do you hop onto the table?
No, fuck, I don't. Are you crazy, man?
She jumps up
I
onto
kinda
my
want to,
shoulder.
though.
She jumps
I
up onto
kinda
my
want to,
shoulder,
though.
and it's just like,
I gesture for the cat. I see the cat come over and I kind of do one of these things like, come here, come here, come here.
I see it and acknowledge. I kind of like acknowledge it, but I'm just nah. I'd rather be here.
Is this your cat?
It's a stray. I think it followed us.
I've seen it around the Trollskull Manor the past few days.
Yeah. It's friendly.
As far as you know.
I'll reach down and just kind of gently stroke the head a few times before standing back up. Where was I? Oh, yes. The guard at the front refused to let us in, and as we were leaving, we heard a scream. He did not seem to be in... He did not seem to care at all about the scream. Since we could not get in the front, we rushed around to the back to see if there was a door. We heard another scream. But by the time we managed to get inside, it was too late.
I see. He is going to look around and he is going to ask Lord Growlhunt for his version, which loosely is that the Centaurum broke in and attacked.
I mean, he knows at this point I have their robes, I have their religious symbols, I have that fucking book, like...
Mm-hmm.
We rushed into this room to find one of the bodies out back, decapitated, blood everywhere, and it was not something that I would wish for anyone to see.
Remy, leave him alone for a moment. This is a dramatic moment.
After taking care of them both, we hurried upstairs and found Morgenthau in battle with, I'm assuming, some privately hired guards. And this one that I gestured to my side, trying to break down a door. We later found out that behind the door was the Lord Growlhunt, that just give him a little nod.
You see Barnabas nod a little bit, and he's just like, if you don't mind, I'm going to do something that will expedite the process.
I'll raise an eyebrow. I raise an eyebrow.
You watch as he starts casting a spell.
What is he casting? What is he casting?
You can roll an Arcana check to find out.
I am willing to freaking do that.
I am too. I have a feeling I know what he's doing.
I'm assuming he's doing this on a tribute.
But I have
Wow!
No lights, pretty.
Then say something, Gart.
You're welcome to chime in.
He's waiting for the guard to essentially look at him and ask him to speak.
I'm still eating out of character. I can't. I've been told to not say anything for the liability of the group, so I am keeping my mouth shut until the story has been said. But I am waiting for the moment. That's why you have a pot of food in front of me and nobody's said anything yet. You're welcome.
Dark, you do recognize parts of the spell. You recognize it to be the spell Detect Thoughts.
Ah.
Shit.
Then
Right, just leave.
can I purposefully try to push thoughts in of we rescued the lady and then I went to see if there were anything else wrong in the rest of the house, finding the servants, not even think about the book or what happened following the book, to come back to finding my turtle friend with a rapier pressed at his neck and the guards holding him. That's just kind of what I want to push to him.
Like, you can push those thoughts, and he is going to be actively sweeping. He is going to try to delve a little bit deeper.
Sorry about the barking, by the way, guys.
You're good, man.
I have a question for you, Wolfie. Considering what's going on with my story, would he delve deeper at disadvantage considering my patron and what he's been doing to my head?
Well, he's not delving deeper into you.
Oh, he's delving deeper into who? The Tortle? Or is he oh god, he's doing it into the Zhentaran bastard, I think.
He is going to do it into the Zhentaran.
Wait, he was unconscious. I mean, well, here's the thing. He was unconscious for...
A good long time.
He was unconscious for a good long time, and I never just said that we dispatched the Lady Growl. But if he catches me seeing the Lady Growlhun with a rapier to essentially, like, if I claim as a vassal, it's just as similar as actually attacking me being a noble. Gar's got his hand up.
Yes, Gar.
After Thay explains it and the guy explains the sweeping part and detecting, whatever he's doing,
He's not.
I kind of said, no, he said whatever he said. I kind of set my spool down. I go, you guys know this food is so good. And I kind of set it aside and I kind of look at Thay for a minute and I go, just tell him. Like, seriously, he won't care. That book is the reason why they turned on everybody else. They're not even really nobles. Let's be honest.
Before we even get to that, he does successfully delve deeper into Erstal. And does give this little bit of a nod. And then turns to you and goes, what book is your turtle talking about?
Out of character. I really wish you would have just shut up. That was literally blackmail to help us get our asses out of this.
It can still be used for that character.
I give a very quick glance over to the Lord Growlhun with a slightly apologetic look. And I'll reach into my bag and I will pull out their family history book.
Barnabas carefully takes it and just kind of starts thumbing through it. And where did you find this?
It was in the library.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Well, this is very interesting. It's not exactly incriminating.
It is not.
And he just
However,
kind of puts the book back down on the table.
However, the lady assumed that we had read it and proceeded to not want us to leave the manor alive. She also did not appear to.
Just really quick, I want you to note that you are saying this in full audible clarity with their children.
I mean, I can't do nothing about that. Barnabas is the motherfucker who said, yeah, let's let the 13 and the 10-year-old be here for a fucking interrogation with damn blood and bodies every motherfucking way. That's
Wait.
on Barnabas.
Wait.
I
And
love
will actually
Waterdeep.
call this. I will actually call this. We wish the children here to hear this.
They might have heard something else.
Can they be questioned elsewhere?
I mean, personally,
And
out of character.
I am literally doing that.
That's disrespectful.
Whether he likes it or not,
That's
he ain't gonna fuck
disrespectful.
with an angry half-orc.
The lady did not also appear to appreciate the fact that we called her on her lies concerning what has been happening the past few weeks and what has also happened today. Between that and the book, we just wish to silence us.
And yet she is not here to defend herself?
I look over at the Lord. I'm not going to say anything, but I look over at him.
Before we continue on, Minnie, you have a hand.
Yeah, is the griffin still outside?
Yes.
God damn it.
I mean...
It just sees a cat.
Well, it's not that. It's more or less how long this entire thing has been going on.
So far, only a couple minutes.
Okay.
I mean, you could technically
Trishra's
end the
fucking
cat
leaving
fight.
us. Trishra is fucking leaving us.
No,
I
I'm
think
fucking
Trista
not.
should. I think Trista
But I
should
should
at
get
least
the fuck away from him. He's a fucking douchebag.
I think you should get away into an alley or something where you could change, but that's just me.
Well, that's my plan, but the thing is, I'm afraid that the motherfucking griffin out here is watching over me as I'm leaving the back door.
Sees a cat!
A cat can do many things, you know.
It's a cat. The
Right.
griffin doesn't give two shits.
The griffin just sees a cat. It sees cats everywhere. It's just like, oh, it's a cat.
It's trained to
a
not eat it.
snack.
It's trained to not eat it.
Exactly. What Wayne says. Oh, it's a snack.
Okay.
Well, you
It's
may
been
be able.
trained.
Still. You never know.
Try.
Yes,
Of
go,
course
you
you can-
dingus.
It is unfortunate that the lady is no longer here to give her side of the story. However, when she drew her weapon on my compatriot and appeared as though all of us were going to die, we did what we had to defend ourselves.
Barnabas just kind of looks at you and goes, so you killed a noble.
I never said we were the one who dealt the killing blow. If you investigate, you will see that her head was done in by a mace. None in our party carry a mace.
That works.
Excuse me. Sorry, a yawn was just building up.
And I would say you could ask her bodyguard, but when we dispatched of him, he turned into ash like a demon. Yes, we did.
Make a persuasion.
I have a really weird question before he rolls that. If I were to pull the tooth out of my pocket and sit on the table as the only
And
thing
play
that's
with
left
it.
of it, would that corroborate in any way?
Let me look something up real quick.
I want to know the technicalities of that because
I
I
think-
think as a demon, it all disappears. If
Yeah.
anything remains, it's fucking weird. usually.
However, he could very easily send a guard upstairs to check where the Lady Growlhund's body is and see that her head is just completely...
And his weapons are technically right next to his ashen corpse.
Yeah.
And would see that probably her hair is on his mace.
Yeah.
So the tooth wouldn't help much, just because it's basically just a tooth.
Okay.
However, if a guard were to bring down the mace that had the Lady Growlhund's blood and hair on it, roll with advantage.
I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do instead of having him do the persuasion is, would you like me to see if I would have the, like, wherewithal to remember that there might be hair from her head on its, the half-orc's mace?
You can chime it in, and that will give an advantage.
Then I'll do that. I don't think I would technically think of that as Ukramar, but somebody else might.
All right, do your
Come on.
persuasion with
Good roll.
advantage.
Good roll. Yes!
Hey!
Jesus Christ.
A 19. Woo!
24 total. Thank flying fuckery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that advantage helped.
A lot.
Oh wait.
Quite
The
a
gods
lot.
are with the gods are with us. The dice gods are with us.
Fucking hell. he
I'm
can see
very
me.
sorry. I have that problem that I put into chat, so I'll be muting
I
in and
saw.
out.
It's okay.
Be that as it may,
Sorry, what?
Be that as it may.
you still did technically commit a crime.
I
He
understand.
was a noble and he was defending himself.
That just about hold up again. I do understand the laws. I understand that it was wrong of us to break in. However, had we not, there's no telling what might have happened to the lord, or the children, or the rest of the servants. The Gentarmes seemed hell-bent on killing everybody.
As did the bodyguard.
Barnabas kind of nods and goes, "Yes, I did glean that from this lovely specimen over here."
He, by the way, didn't see who killed her, so he
No,
was
he
not
did.
able to.
All I said was that she
He
had
didn't
been
glean
dispatched, basically.
anything about what you guys did.
Okay.
He gleaned something that is key that you guys aren't aware of.
I talked to him after he was brought back, but he was rather mute for the most part. Apparently he has a boss ahead of him, but he would not give the name. He's of the mind that no matter what, he'll be dead before tomorrow.
Evie, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe remove the gag and we can see if he'll say what's going on.
I mean, I'm not preventing the guard from removing the gag. I'm not holding on to his ass.
Guard pulls the gag out.
Before he would have done that, I would just chuckle. Like a chuckle that says, as if he's gonna say anything of fucking use to anyone.
Oh, I might. You watch as Barbas is getting ready to cast another spell.
He's about the zone of truth, this motherfucker.
He actually does not know Zone of Truth.
No,
Charm
but he
person.
might be able to.
Do I know what spell he's casting? Can I roll Arcana? I want to roll Arcana.
Y'all can roll Arcana to see what.
Motherfucker.
Tay decided to derp out at this given moment.
I was too busy looking around for the fucking cat. Where the hell did that son of a bitch go?
Fuck it, why not? I
Hey,
thought I
Gar's
rolled that
instantly
19.
fucking winning that. Holy shit.
God, my goodness. No,
I thought I rolled
would
the
be,
19.
ooh,
God
pretty
damn it.
nice.
The turtle has seen some shit.
It has seen more than
12.
fucking shit.
He's been
I
around
still have
much
to
longer
point
than
out
all
that
of
the
us.
half orc is doing
together.
better than everyone still.
I can't
I
hear
don't know.
Star.
I said he's been around longer than all of us together.
Guard, you do recognize what spell is being cast. Back at the monastery, they had to use it for some of the more problematic acolytes who are being a little bit more rebellious. You recognize it as the spell Suggestion.
Ooh.
I suggest that you tell us who exactly it is that you work for. Not the Growlhounds, but who's your big boss? I'm going to pull up another stat block.
I'm gonna possibly try to pose a disadvantage on him being able to beat whatever check is needed for that by intimidating him.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. He rolled a 1.
Okay.
You watch as Ursula tries to fight the compulsion of the spell before saying, "It's the Mage Manchoon."
So who to
Do
what?
I
huh?
recognize that name?
Do I?
Make a history check.
I'm not even freaking close, so I cannot make a history check here.
Motherfucker, my rolls are shit now.
Mine too.
Can you tape that name again?
God damn, Gar!
Fuck, Gar! Stop that! You take the rolls from them. Stop it!
Fucking monk, man.
Bad monk.
I don't know why I will
Okay.
roll here, so I'm not going to.
I appreciate you spelling it, Wolfie, because I heard monsoon.
I heard Mage Man.
So did I.
Mage Manchoon? Is that what you said, Wolfie?
Mage Manchoon, yes.
Okay, that's why I heard Mage Man. I'm like, wait, that does not match what I heard.
So Urstel was a minor leader of the Gentarm, and this guy's one of the main leaders, yes.
Guard, being the studious monk that you are, you do recall reading a section about how a mage by the name of Manchoon used to be in Waterdeep. He created one of the biggest magical mishaps of the century. You recall that he somehow was able to create several clone versions of himself. And somehow they all activated at the same time, creating what's known as the Manchun War. You also know that supposedly he was slain almost 80 years ago.
Am I seeing a play of emotions across your face?
I think that was directed at you, Dart.
Oh, I didn't know. No, I'm still eating. I have intensive hearing, so I can kind of glance and I'm just watching as I'm eating. That's all I'm doing. But I understand what's going on. Like, I'm doing the old man, like, ponder thoughts as I'm eating, like multitasking. That's what good monks do.
Take my pills this morning.
That's right.
I would
Am I
say
wearing
no,
clean
considering how
underwear?
crazy you are right now.
Technically, Faye, out of character, no, because we don't know that technically because of what happens. So there's a lot of plot behind that. So I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna keep eating and analyze.
Barnabas just kind of takes all this in and just goes, interesting. We'll have more questions for you specifically then, back at the home base.
Tell me he gets
As
gagged
for-
again.
Back at headquarters.
As for the rest of you, for uncovering this, I am just going to give you a warning, let you know that you are all on thin ice. One more toe out of line, and you will be arrested on the spot.
I give a nod of my head to him.
I'll note as well.
Is there more food there if we get caught?
God.
All you
Ah.
see from me as Barnabas at this point is I've begun to snore.
I just shake my head a little bit.
I stand up a little bit and walk quietly
Um,
past him. And I whisper at Okamar. I'm going to gently tap him on the shoulder and then, Okamar, wake up.
Master
I snore
Million,
loudly.
you keep some very interesting company. Minnie, you have a hand up.
How much did I hear that, well, they were actually gonna get arrested on the spot from where I stand right now?
Well, two things. One, I'd say make a stealth check. And second, make a perception.
Nice roll.
And perception is the wisdom one, right?
It's just perception, bud.
It's underneath nature. Nice.
I'd say that you hear the entirety of them being told that they will be arrested on the spot. And it does not appear that the Griffin has noticed you.
Interesting.
I understand, Sir Barnabas. We will strive our best to keep out of trouble. Lord knows that I'm sure Staggett will be coming around sometime tonight to yell at me.
Yes, I imagine that he'll have some very strong words for you.
I'll wince just a little bit and like rub the back of my neck, like, fuck, I don't want to deal with that.
Stagger's gonna come.
Stagger just kicks in the door. You couldn't go one afternoon.
Yeah.
Hey, technically, we were in a whole mess of shit this morning, and this is just a continuation of it. So,
Oh, I know.
it's like, I didn't start this shit, but I sure as hell finished it.
Actually, now I'm
Hey.
wondering.
Tay,
Mhm.
can we go home now?
I'll look to Barnabas at the question.
Yes, but do not leave the city. If we need you, we'll come find you.
Where else would I go?
You'll know where to find us. Look for the giant burn mark.
He motions at you openly, and two guards step forward and are now manacling Ursula.
Thanks, guys, for letting me eat the food. This is so good. And I just keep walking.
Once we get outside, if there's no guard around to see me or hear me.
Pot?
What?
Does he still have the pot?
Yeah, I took it with me. And the spoon. I was hungry. I'm taking it with me.
Oh my god. Guard just stole from a noble house. Okay. There's a wall. There's a wall right here though, yes.
Yes.
That's a fence, I think.
No, it's a wall.
I'm going to, as we're leaving, I'm going to send a whisper to Lord Growlhund, apologizing for how the day had turned out.
No!
You hear back a response. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
I will send back that I do have his robes and his religious things, if he would like to come around and get them at some point in time.
You don't hear a response.
And then we'll leave. I need a fan.
You need a fan? My room is hot. I can't.
That was stressful. Those fucking two
That
nat
could have
ones on the
gone
stealth check.
so bad.
I am so.
It has been 2 hours. Can we just take a quick break so I can
Yes.
do a bio break and also get some water?
Everyone go take a quick break. Go to the bathroom. Go get yourself a drink of nice ice cold water so you can recover from the grilling.
That was easy. Come on. That's a cakewalk.
I will point out that, Gar, you have almost caused 2 incidents now.
That's what D&D is for. That's the best way to play this game.
I am having
I
panic
just have
attacks
one
over
thing
here.
to say. Gar, you are a crazy mofo.
Thank you,
No,
Minnie.
what
That's why
I'm-
you play the game.
What I'm legitimately saying is I am never going to run a murder mystery, even just a one-shot, with you involved.
Fucking hell yeah, that would be amazing to see.
No, I am not doing that.
Aww.
Minnie, it's called the X Factor. See, DMs are not ready for this. Okay, that's why you throw it at them because they're not ready for it.
I see.
See, the
What
best
the
way
fuck?
is every DM thinks like this. Okay, I want the game to go smoothly. No. I'm gonna throw rocks back.
I
Well,
don't care if it runs smoothly or not.
the thing is, like, my character personally has the things of just saying, "Hey, I don't like this guy because, well, he's a generous asshole for me." Because he's probably, I don't know, came from the city that I was from before.
See, my plot on the whole thing, well, everybody gets back to, is the problem is I understand trying to lie to people, but the point is a turtle doesn't lie. Like, end of story. Like, he has no brain and he's lawful good. Like, if we told them the truth from the get-go, there wouldn't have been this problem. And honestly, we could have just straight up told them, out of character here talking, we could have just straight up told them that she was like a warlock or a witch or something that has some kind of flexibility to, because they had a summoning circle there. Like, if you think like a wizard or a warlock, they have a summoning circle there. They were casting things and bringing things in. So whatever this person was, she had a bodyguard, which was playing as a person. So, like, let's just be honest. These people were not good no matter what.
Yeah.
So, like, I just personally think that's how it should have been played, but I have no say in that. That's why I just went with it. But at the same time, the book was a leverage. You could have said that they saw the summoning circles, so that's leverage. They could have just said straight up that she was a witch. She was like a summoner. Like, but the book pretty much said that, even though he read it and said it was not. So
you
like,
guys don't know what that circle does.
No, I know that, but I'm saying from other campaigns out of character. That's why I'm not saying that now. But I'm saying that it's possibly a summoning circle. It could possibly be just like a teleportation.
It's not a summoning circle.
No, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying it personally with my character. But
by the way, sorry, God, for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
In downtown chat on Discord, I actually posted the picture of the mansion that we're at. An up-to-date version, more to say, that the creator Terry Maps make. And I actually feel like it looks quite amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy that I pay for that. It's definitely gonna add in some stuff.
All right, she has decided to give it up right now. Thank goodness. All right.
I'm sweating and I don't want to.
I just don't either.
But Minnie, the point is that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Claire.
No, it's all right, and you can keep going.
Oh, I was just going what they and I knew about the book because we kind of found the book out.
Put it back in the hallway.
Realistically, what I could have done, or any of us could have done, we could have inside checked the guard because the main guy, because he basically said to us that the book didn't have enough leverage on what was plotting or what did he say? Something like he said something about
it wasn't incriminating.
Yeah, it was incriminating, but clearly in the book it said stuff about their family name and having devils and other stuff that they and I found out. We could have instantly insight checked that because maybe he's running something else. Like, we can't even believe him either.
Yeah.
We missed that too, I think. I think we missed that opportunity for sure.
Worship of non-good deities is not forbidden. It is frowned upon in a lot of societies.
Correct. She didn't want it to get out to society. So the gods wouldn't care.
It's not inherently wrong.
It would ruin her reputation.
Correct. Okay.
It would not. It would not. That's why she was so upset about us getting it and reading it.
Okay. So if she's upset about reading it, then technically she can't be a noble then.
Says who?
If technically she was a witch or a sorcerer of some sort. We don't know, but technically
in a
the
city
rules.
that has mages. They don't care if the nobles can cast magic or not. Tay can cast magic, and he's a noble.
Yeah.
Ninny is a noble and can cast magic.
Oh my god.
So there are
Just
very
real
powerful
quick.
people who can cast magic here. It's the reason why she was upset is it tamps on her political power.
Look at this
Those
picture.
those who are those who are rich tend to be more concerned with reputation. That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fucking impressive, yeah.
But
I am back, by
that's
the way,
why she
fully.
was so upset. Yeah. Well, we don't have DB yet. That's why she was so upset with us having it, because we could leak. Tay would know where to leak it, where it would do the most damage to her reputation. And
So
she wouldn't be able to do anything.
religiously, she was not at fault though either by listening to the devils. Technically, that's not a fine or a sentence.
Societal. No. She isn't guilty of crimes.
By
She's
law,
more
no. By
by
society,
society.
yes.
Basically, she did something very gauche, darling.
Honestly, no, Ukramar. Out of character, lying is getting us all killed. Just being honest.
We weren't
No,
trying
what I'm
to-
getting at
we
is
weren't
the
trying.
turtle is slow normally, so I was making a slow joke.
But yes, I
Think
think
of
the
it-
inside check would have helped though. I would have loved the inside check.
Think of it
the
like
head guard.
this. Being a different denomination of a Christian faith isn't wrong, but you're always going to have those people of other faiths be like, oh, well, that's wrong. No one's really, quote unquote, in the wrong, except by their own perspective.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So basically, she's in Rome and she's worshipping demons. That is not a legal issue. In fact, the law in Rome wouldn't even care unless she was making blood sacrifices, and we don't have any proof of that. However, she would be extradited from the church or excommunicated. If that's the thing, if she's pretending to be a Catholic, everybody, all of her neighbors, everybody she deals with is probably Catholic. If you get the idea here.
She'd basically
getting
be
the-
regarded in a different light by the nobles and the citizens and the guard themselves.
And all of her power
Mhm.
will be gone, which is why she was upset.
So, getting back to
Especially
the game.
considering she married into the family.
So technically, he could be one too. So he technically has a say. So he could. Oh, we might have to go back. We might
I'm
have
not
to talk
coming
about it.
back here.
I think he's part of it too. Then
He very well could
All
be.
right, I am back. Sorry about that. Or not back. I am ready to continue if everyone's back.
But
Yes.
God, I'm not. Let's go home.
You all go back to the manor.
with my pot and spoon. Heck yeah.
Where are we wanting to go, guys, before we change maps and stuff?
I
Home.
wish to go home.
We've just had a very long and traumatic experience. It'd be nice to go home and rest.
Yeah.
I
Just wanna
have
make
a
sure.
a
Alright.
wake to go to.
You do.
I want to go exploring. I want to go find some stuff to get into.
Oh, Lord. After you were just told if we were caught again, we were going to jail. You're gonna go
I
get
got
into some
nothing to
stuff.
hide. I'll stay in the town. I don't care. They can come find me.
I will invite the rest of you because I believe God and Tay would have known my friends,
Yeah, I would have.
at least met them.
I would have accompanied you
Where are we going?
to the wake for her friends that died in the fireball attack.
I need some more
I'll
food.
say,
Can I get
just
some
for
more-
sake of brevity, we'll just kind of gloss over it roleplay wise.
Okay.
If you wish
Next
to
day.
do so, you
I
can do so out of the session.
I go, I raise a toast, I do like the song that I made up when the kid was here, and call it good and come back home. And when I get home, I'm going to go up to my room. How late is it, by the way, by the time I'm done with all of that?
After the service that they are able to do, and basically just after the service, I'd say it's probably getting ready to be about late afternoon, almost evening.
I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to get one of my bottles of whiskey, and I'm going to climb to, what is it, the top gable there, the turret here? Is that the very top?
That is the very, very top.
I'm gonna go up there. I'm just gonna sit for a little bit, and I'll drink a little bit.
Well, we probably all went to the manor, had a short rest. Lyra got ready for the wake, and then whoever's going to the wake went to the wake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I will say that you guys have had a short rest, at least.
So what I'm gonna do is that. Why did it roll as
Let
a
me-
2?
Give me a moment. Short rest.
I'm doing the same thing. I only needed 1 point, so I'm fine with that.
You know, you don't have to spend your hit die, too.
I know I don't, but we're about to go into a long rest, I'm sure, anyway, so...
I mean, I just fear in case anything might happen.
Actually, hold on. From the time we got to the manor and then left for the wake, how much time passed?
Oh, yes, because that whole running up to the top and drinking is when we got home from the wake.
Yes.
Yes, you get back your key point they use from the short rest. What exactly are you asking?
Okay, so like if all of this happened at say like 8 or 9 in the morning, did it take us say till noon for all of this to be resolved, or was all of this resolved around, you know?
I'd say once all was said and done, once you actually got back to the manor, it was shortly afternoon.
It was shortly afternoon.
Oh,
So the wake was probably
About
an
4
hour or
hours.
so afterwards. So that does give
Yeah.
us the shortest. Okay. Okay.
You don't need to yell there, Rain.
And that was a caps lock, okay?
Okay. So we're all back. Lyra's climbed the tower and is drinking by herself, which is not recommended at all when you're dealing with grief.
and weirdness.
No,
She
I
just
would
needs
say
a
that
nice
I
stream
am
drink.
fair. I will say that I'm kind of just saying at the counter here, as I see you come in to ask where Lyra is, and I also make note that there's more stew that's just simmering in the kitchen.
She went up to her room. She's taking this very, very hard.
All right, then. I Before walking out, you see me reach into my backpack and pull out a chest, and I slide across the counter to you and say, "Have fun, figure out whatever the hell that is," as I head upstairs and find her.
So is this everything except for the bag of holding?
Correct. That would have the.
Did you pass out any potions?
That
I
will
thought you
be in
passed
the
out some
box.
potions.
That'll be in the
I did
box.
get a chance to besides
Okay.
one.
So it's literally everything except for the bag of holding. Okay. I've got it all written down. That's why I was asking.
All right, so you pop it open. Boom.
I kind of inspect everything.
Or actually, because I got to update my sheet, that was 5 to begin with. And then we have.
I believe we agreed that the tattoo needle was going to go to Gar, correct?
Yes.
It would make most sense going to him.
Yeah, because it's the Eldritch Claw tattoo.
Yep.
Which, it's really stupid because if he'd have had this before we got to the manor, he would have done full damage to those fucking ghosts.
Well, you guys just rush in.
Well, when your barbarian is the one who gets the goodies and has low intelligence.
I again say, when
Think
you
about
guys just
giving
rush
it
in.
out.
Okay, so I would probably, assuming I can, over a little bit of time, figure out what each of these things are. I would probably hand the tattoo needle to Gar with a, you could probably make the most use of this.
I'm Morgan.
I kind of look at Thay for a minute, and I look at it, and I go, "Oh, thanks." I kind of look at him again, and I go, "You're not mad at me, are you? Like, we should have just told you the truth."
I give a soft sigh. It's not that I'm mad at you. Living on the streets for the past 7 years with hardly anyone to trust, you come to understand that sometimes lying is the only way to keep yourself alive.
I see him, and I go, "Man, I've lived through some fights, bloods, cripples. Man, I even have a broken bone right here," and I kind of show him as I'm tapping my arm. I go, "This thing feels solid, but I still broke this by doing something stupid. But I get it. I get it. I was eating, but the book saved us. You know, that book, they knew what they were getting into with that book. Like, let's just be honest. And honestly, I tell them straight up, I think those two are plotting something a lot worse. Like, we just killed one of them. I think we should have honestly killed them both. And that was just my personal opinion."
Ellie, be quiet.
I didn't particularly get the feeling, though, that the Lord was lying whenever we were talking to him. I have the feeling more that his wife was behind everything, especially since the automaton would not listen to anyone but her.
It's true. And I kind of sit there and I'm like, okay, I wanted that automaton. Did he take that? Because I thought that'd be cool to have. But the point is, I kind of sit here and I'm like, all right. So I told him, here's something I wanted to point out to you. And since I know Minnie's nearby somewhere, and I kind of go, check this out. I lay out this thing and I talk about I kind of start roughing up the information about the Mansion and all that, and I kind of rough draft some things. I'm kind of like telling him all this information that I was listening to when he was trying to cast that spell, and I was trying to kind of explain it all to him. And they're like, I go, here's all this information about the Mansion. I didn't want to tell you there with them talking, but that's what he was casting. It's like or he's casting a spell to understand, and then he mentioned about the Manchun. And so the Manchun, I think this is just one copy. I believe the original is still alive. So what we were talking to, or what you had captive and tied up and gagged, was a fake. It wasn't even a real one. So the real one's still out there somewhere.
Wait, do you believe that Urstel himself was another simulacrum?
Correct. There's more than one. Because why? Because Minnie and I tried to talk to him, and he didn't say anything. You should have a fluid language with somebody, or at least, even if they don't speak the same language, there should be some kind of like somewhat similar talking. But he didn't want to do anything because he's trying to telepathically trying to reach out or not reach out to somebody. So it was a clone. It was like a fake.
He did talk to me, though, when I was asking him questions. He did give us more answers, though, than he really needed to, unless they were expecting him to be smart enough to get away.
Could be, but that's why I wanted to explain it to you so you understood what that was. Because I've seen this before back in my history line, because I've seen it. Not up close, but I've read about it, and there was a big story about it and stuff like that. So that's why I figured you would want to know, because there could be some more out there. Could be another one out there, if not more than one.
It's definitely food for thought. I honestly didn't recognize the name Manchun, and I've read many, many books about magic.
Well, being around a bunch of other monks and acolytes and other crazy things, you kind of hear about it, and it just I came up on this book, and I was like, I started reading about it, and I thought it was useful. And then when he mentioned it, I was like, I kept eating because you don't want to throw off somebody by trying to think I knew something, so I just kept eating. And I'm sorry, I had to take the patent because I was still I can't leave leftover food, so I took it with me, and I'll take it back, but like I said, I'm kind of concerned that they might be still watching. Like, I know the guards and stuff are still watching, but I think there's still that other person might be still watching, or somebody else.
There's certainly magic out there that lets you spy on people without their knowledge.
But do you want me to stand outside and keep watch, or you want me to just walk around and try to, like, make sure nothing happens at this point? Because they know you guys, they know us, but I'm not afraid to go not cause problems, but find out shit.
Question for Wolfie.
Answer.
Even though we've pretty much verified who it was that was responsible for the fireball and everything, are there still guards around Trollskull Alley and everything? At least for the foreseeable future, just to kind of, stop onlookers and, people that are just wanting to come by and see what had happened?
That, and just to make sure that it was just a one-off incident, and not it's going to be a consistent attack.
Okay. I kind of will give Gar a little nod, and then I'm going to pull out the bag that Ukramar gave to me, and I want to open it up and see what's inside.
You see 2 items inside.
The chest?
No,
No, This is the bag you gave me from the
from
robot.
the little automat.
Gotcha.
You see what appears to be a smooth stone, and you see what appears to be a folded map.
Oh, a map, huh?
Yeah.
Ah,
The stone,
A map.
as you kind of look it over, it has these slight ridges on one side that gives you the impression of it looking like it has 3 eyes constantly watching.
Can I make an investigation check to make sure that this is an actual stone and not something else?
You can. You also do have, as a side note, that scroll.
It's a one-time use thing, though, isn't it?
It is one time use.
I'll hold on to it then, and I'll just make an investigation.
Oh yeah.
Nice roll.
Nice job.
So, looking at it, there doesn't seem to be anything non-stone-like about it.
So it is an actual stone. It's not like maybe a creature part or anything like that. It's just a stone.
You do bang against a couple things, though, and it's not chipping at all.
Where's Upermar? I need someone to bite this. All right, I'll unfold the map.
The map shows a very distinct route leading into. Let me pull it up real quick.
Would I know, by the way, that this is probably the Stone of Galore?
You can
Make that
take a
assumption.
stab at it. Like, it's the most likely thing. You look at the map, and it seems to be the. Hold on, I'm trying to get the correct thing up. It seems to be leading to a spot in the field ward.
In the field ward?
Mm-hmm. Let me drag you guys there real quick.
Give me a picture. Give me a picture.
Gar.
Hold on, pause.
We lost Gar.
No, he's here.
He came
He's
back.
back now.
I think he just stepped away from it and turned off his camera. Oh, weird.
You were
literally went
gone
down
for a
for a
month,
hiccup.
Gavin.
Okay. Internet hiccup? Gotcha. Did you hear what's going on right now, by the way, then? Okay, can we get a small recap what just happened?
The map is leading to a location in the field ward, which is north of where we are.
Okay.
Yeah. The field ward is the northernmost district.
Is that the entirety thing here?
I'm sorry, what was that, Mumbles?
It says it's the entirety thing up here.
Yep.
And actually also this.
So, does it give an exact, like, on the map, are there, like, street names to show where this spot is? Like, where is it in the field?
I would say that it is. Let me get. Let me get out of all that.
Who's drawing?
Flipping car. That's a
Let's see
large.
if it actually lists the thing. I would say that it is up here.
So, the trolling map. Okay.
Hey, Morgan, how you doing, bud?
Interesting.
Okay, so it's in the troll yard, got it.
That's not the correct one.
Dinner is delicious, Morgan. Thank you.
Can I? Is there any writing on the back of the map? Can I like maybe hold it not really close, but up above a candle or something with some heat to see if there's maybe any hidden markings on the map? Anything like that?
You certainly can.
I can get some investigation.
Mm-hmm.
21.
So, what specifically are you looking for? Just like any
I'm wanting to
hidden
see if,
messages?
yeah, like if there's any like invisible ink or any kind of writing or just anything that might be hidden on the paper itself that's not just visible to your eye as it being, oh, it's a map.
You find one thing, a name,
Ooh,
Thrakus.
does this name ring any bells?
I'd say for you personally, no.
Is it something I might have read in a book?
In a book, no.
Okay.
Hey, where's this area at? Can we get to it?
It's relatively easy to get to. It's a little bit of a walk. But yeah, we could get to it.
What's over there? What's in that area? Do you know by chance? Like, what's it? Like, what's the area like?
This spot in particular is fairly open. What exactly is over there?
Hmm?
What exactly is
You-
over there?
You can roll a history check.
With advantage because I'm a Waterdeep resident?
You can roll a history check.
15.
Nice
You
try,
recall-
darling.
You recall that there should be a windmill somewhere over in that area.
Oh no, Gartoki, you can't go there.
The only thing I'm gonna see this fucking turtle doing is just go ahead and just basically eat raw grower. Or, yeah, raw
Out of
granite.
character, a banana hat runs by the windmill.
Oh god.
No, I look at Thay and I go, so wait, you said windmill? Like there's a windmill over there?
Yes.
Somebody run the windmill?
Hopefully not a guy with a banana hat.
I'm just gonna forward all questions about Waterdeep from Tay or to Tay to the DM. So that I don't have to keep asking, do I know?
You know that there's a windmill somewhere up there, but you can't remember if it's still in commission or not.
It's been a while since I was up in the field ward.
Okay. Is it? As it's not dark yet, right? It's still like midday, evening.
It's getting pretty close to evening, so there's still a little bit of light, but it does look like a winter storm starting to come in.
A winter storm?
What's the perception check for?
To see if I feel a very angry Staggett just marching towards the banner.
No, not yet. Your Sagat sense is not tingling yet.
All of a sudden, Tay is in his room, is just like, oh shit, Staggers is on his way.
No, probably more than likely I'll just feel somebody grab my ear and pull and be like, ow, ow, ow.
Well, should we go tomorrow? Should we go check it out tomorrow, or do you want to go tonight?
Honestly, I feel like we might need to lay low for a few days so that we don't upset Barnabas. I'd rather us all not end up in jail.
It's okay. I'll go to jail. I have nothing to lose. I'm already an old man. What's the worst that's gonna happen to me?
If we turn into soup.
Death,
I look
murder,
at Tay.
soup.
I look at Tay and Gar and just like, he didn't notice me.
I give a sly look to Gar. Sly look back to Tristra. You could always turn into a cat and give us a little bit of a scouting.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sit outside then? I'll just sit outside. I don't mind sitting outside. It's supposed to snow, right? Is that a thing?
Yes, it is going to snow.
I would assume, being a portal, that you would need to be inside so that you don't die.
Turtles are not inherently cold-blooded.
I just look at Thay and go, how many times do you get to see snow, though? Like, I'd go outside for a little bit and see what it's like. It's probably, old man like me, you got to live life a little bit. Lived on the edge.
Well, if you'd really like to experience the snow, we could always go down to the North Ward tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be plenty of snowmen with all the kids that live down there.
That's cool. I'm okay with that. Well, I want to still go see this thing. Maybe Trishra can go see. Like, we can just chill out here. I know what I can do. I can make something clever. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll think about it. I take my pot and whatever's left food-wise, the empty pot with the leftovers. I'm like, I'll be upstairs. Don't mind me.
I like how you're taking the long way around. We have a door right there.
Did you make
So-
that door?
Yes.
We are going to cut to the garage.
Oh, turret. It says a turret. Great.
Turret.
I'm just going off of what you messaged me there, Miss Star.
I know. I'm sorry. I've been like, oh, it says turret. Oh, that's what it is. So I hold out my hand for the bottle again.
I had actually, I don't think I typed up. I had to actually sit back on the floor between us.
Oh, all right. They take a lot.
I think I got too distracted by all the other messages we were typing.
Right.
I think I also said that she was upstairs. I don't think I necessarily said that she was in her room.
Yeah.
You said that I was in my room, which is where I headed for. He went there first, and then I whispered to him where I was because I heard
Because
him
we
banging
heard a
on my
bang.
door.
Gosh, be like,
That's the same. Literally everyone
Um,
in the entire manor heard this.
Rain.
yeah.
The upstairs bathroom, the door is out in the hall. So it's taking up part of the space of that room, but it is not attached.
But
Oh,
we're up in
whatever.
the turret.
Feel free to leave it how you will.
Are you drunk yet?
That was shrug.
I don't know if I am. I'm trying to get drunk. Oh, are you typing chat at me? Give me a second. Do you want me to roll a con check? Because I am literally trying to
Yes.
get drunk. Okay.
I'd honestly assume, considering the fact that you were raised in a temple for so many years, that you were a hell of a lightweight. But that's just me personally.
I'm actually assuming so myself.
You are drunk.
I'm not going to be
So
swearing.
here's a funny one for you. Based off of what I just typed, I am drunk off of one swig of that whiskey.
Are you really? Roll a con check.
If he nat 20s this bitch.
Oh my god, that's gonna be hilarious.
No, you'd have to
Would
nat
it
one, I
technically
think.
be a con check or con save?
It's a con check.
That's what I was wondering, but yeah.
You are
And
also
I'm
drunk.
tipsy.
You both, just for the record, have
Mhm.
disadvantage on your attack rolls and ability checks
While drunk.
while you are drunk.
It's gonna be really fun whenever he says you climb down the ladder, roll dexterity saving throw.
Next
And the
thing you
only
know, Kamar and Lyra wake up together on the turret peak.
Freezing. That might not be. I don't
No,
know.
because the
I'm
turret,
still
the
drinking.
turret has windows. It's not like open or anything. It has windows.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that.
So y'all would actually probably get some heat from the fireplace in my room drifting up. Y'all would still probably be cold. But
Not at the moment.
Anyways.
I kind of toast with the bottle. We won. We came.
And I killed that piece of shit.
Mhm. You did. We came out of it alive. The bad guys who killed all of my friends, they're dead. And I gained a new power. Not that it fucking helped any.
I just shrug and go, well, there'll be more blood in our path. At least as long as you stick around me.
This little group here, this little band of misfits, people in our lives, through most of our lives, have been very cruel to us. You and Tay and, well, I haven't heard about Gar. And when Trishra stops being afraid of her own shadow to tell us, I'm sure she'll tell us a sad story too. I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to be here for a while.
Why?
Compared to your story, you almost died. And Tay was thrown out on the street for years. I was the scion of Helm. Probably still am. I wasn't allowed to speak with anyone beneath me. Beneath me. No servants, no friends. No one, and those who were my social level. Well, I was enough of a delinquent that I was an easy scapegoat for whatever trouble they wanted to get in. Wasn't allowed to talk to those below me. Those on my level refused to speak to me, and when I wanted to talk, it was corporal punishment and scrubbing floors. And I have to go back because it seems they were right. It's what I was born to do. My
Serve a
destiny.
god.
Hmm.
Sounds like a
Scion.
shitty life.
Yeah, be the scion of fucking Helm, the damned Lightbringer. You know, I don't even know what I am. I thought it was human, but well, wings.
Wait, so you're not part bird?
I don't know. I will tell you that as a scion of Helm, it's like, don't fucking speak, just do what we tell you. Be the jewel of Helm's crown. Be a pretty statue, stand on your damn pedestal and let the pigeons shit all over you. Forget music, forget dancing, forget silks, forget colors. Dress in a steel suit and stay away from the people. Do you know? Do you know that I fell over the first time I put armor on?
You in armor? The hell
I
are they
did.
trying to do? Hide all that?
I blush. I tripped over my own 2 feet. Well, I don't want this. This place is not much. This life isn't much, but it's what I built, all on my own, without them. And I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give you up, any of you. But I don't see that I have any choice right now.
Would you like me to deal with that problem?
Are you going to go run through the whole Temple of Helm?
I don't necessarily think they will try to stop. Well, have you seen me?
I have.
Yeah,
I don't
Let's
think...
just say once they realize I am hanging around you, I don't necessarily think they're going to screw with you.
I may have to go back. If nothing else than to find out what the fuck I am. All I knew was the scion of Helm, you're special, your Helm's chosen, yada yada yada. I know it has something to do with the hair, but wings. I don't know what this means.
There's certainly other ways to figure that out. Look. Look, there's obviously other ways to find things out. I am a living example of that. And you just see me start forming this dark ball in my hand. I've been studying the dark magics for a fair part of my life. This is why I was thrown out of my tribe and basically disowned by the entire tribe. It's also the reason I saw Hermaz and, well, bloodthirst happened.
Vengeance.
I didn't need anyone to help me get this. There are ways to find out answers you seek without the help of the people that would be the easiest. There's the easy way, and then there's the right way.
I suppose I could talk to Tay. I was going to anyway. See if he has any ideas. Are you up for a day of reading?
I may not look it, but I've probably read more books than you have.
Actually, about to ask, with that intelligence score, can Ukramar even read?
Ouch.
Believe it or not, I actually considered making my dexterity a 0 just to make my int like an 18.
I can just picture it now. He's looking at a book. This doesn't have pictures.
Okay, Grog.
Oh God, yeah.
Anyways.
He's popcorn munching over here.
carry on with what else you want to say, I do actually agree that Tay is, well, seemingly lived here his entire life, as far as I've been able to tell. Probably knows quite a few tricks as to finding information.
The only library I know of, I think, is the College of Lore. But I don't know how far under control of the temple it is. Tay found a wanted poster of me. They're looking for me.
Shut
they
the
would
fuck
be.
up, DB.
I'm saying, because, like, I didn't tell anybody, out of character, I didn't tell anybody about the Warlock book I found and gave to you. I originally didn't tell anybody about Trisha being able to turn into a cat, so y'all know when it comes to Tay, he's very good at keeping his mouth shut about things.
Yeah.
Back onto the wanted poster. I go, wanted poster for what?
For me.
Well, I
looking for
gathered
me.
that. I'm saying why.
I assume
Is
they're
it
looking
related
for
to the whole helm business?
Yes. I'm somehow special.
Anyone could be special, especially when they're forced into that role.
Well, I don't even know what I am. Like I said, I thought I was human.
Shut the fuck up, DB. You son of a bitch.
I can just see it
Sounds
now.
good there.
One of you spellcasters grabs polymorph and turns him into a dinosaur.
I take another swig of the bottle.
I think Ray needs a bottle in real life right now.
Oh, usually when we
I'm
make
about
rain
to
facepalm,
force every fucking person in this call to drink a potion of Unbeam.
this is a tradition. Whenever we make rain facepalm, drink.
Make sure it is a non-alcoholic drink because I have a feeling that we are going to make you facepalm quite a bit.
Good.
Anyways, I don't remember what you said last.
Oh,
She was confirming that it was about the Temple of Helm, thing like that.
yes.
Mm.
Yeah, they want me back. I assume it's to be the scion.
Nice to want.
Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I went away? This is...
Like I said, it's nice to want. And you see me just point up to my battle axe. I'll put it this way, DB. I am so drunk that literally makes me lean back and hit my head on the wall.
I kind of reach out a bit. Are you all right?
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Everybody drink, got another facepalm.
Wait, I'm out of drink. Wait, I have not actually.
Are you all right?
Fucking take.
Hmm.
Just randomly whispering shit into my goddamn head all the time.
Oh. What do you want? Do you want me to whisper random shit in your goddamn ear all the time?
I now have the song Whisper stuck in my head.
You're welcome. I don't want you to take on the whole Temple of Helm.
Okay. You're gonna get a shocking response out of Ukamar. You can
Okay.
whisper anything you want in my head anytime you want.
I don't know if there's any light up there, but she's blushing again.
Fucking asshole.
I whisper under my breath. Ukamar could probably hear it. What did you tell him?
I just replied to you saying, "Motherfucker, thank me for the food. By the way, I made a stew that's still in the kitchen on the stove." That's the wood stove.
I don't know that I'm I don't know that I'm all that hungry right at the moment. How far are we down the bottle, and how drunk am I at this point?
I would say the bottle's basically almost gone, and you both are drunk. Like, you're going to be pretty loopy probably the rest of the night.
More than likely. I would probably be slurring my words, but at the risk of sounding ridiculous right now, I'm not going to try and roleplay that.
Aw, that would be fun.
Are you up there and you just start singing like a drunken song?
I might just. I do know like several Irish drinking songs, right? We're out.
Once the
Aw.
rum always gone.
Party's over. No. Pull up the bottle. It's gone.
I will say that I do go to try to stand up, and you just see me just very wobbly as I collapse back into what I was sitting on.
Make an acrobatics check.
I laugh at you. I'm sorry, but I will.
I'm gonna do that with disadvantage, Wolfie.
Oh, you are doing it with disadvantage because you are drunk. You managed to not harm yourself on the way falling back down.
Oh dear. Because he's doing it, I'm inspired to try it. So let me see how well I can try and stand up.
Roll acrobatics with disadvantage.
I may
Imagine I
actually
rolled
use
2 20s.
Oh my shit.
Oh shit.
You get up and you start
forward.
stumbling forward. Like you were on your way down.
Do we hear this down in the den?
ladder.
Do we hear this down in the den?
Yes, you do hear thumping.
She's
I
not
send a
actually trying to
whisper.
go down the ladder. I assume she probably falls into me.
She definitely falls in, but she almost falls down the ladder.
Hearing all of this, and because of how message works and everything, knowing that they would have to be directly above me, I just whisper to Lyra, "Please, not in my bed."
All he hears is thumping.
Wow.
All I heard was thumping.
Wow.
All right, everyone except for Star, take a drink.
I blush really, really hard.
I don't know what the hell to say about
And
these guys.
I try and get myself back up, and I'm sorry, darling. I'm probably going to put a hand or two on you because I'm trying to get myself back up.
After
I
not getting a
just- I
reply,
just
I
can't
whisper up to
get that
Upermar
logo.
as well. Not in my bed, please.
You just hear back from me and whisper, I can make no promises.
Oh, why do I feel like it's every time I'm
A little
leaving a
saxophone
freaking
starts playing in the
manor?
background.
He's
Why
always
do
like,
I-
down chick the wow.
Why do
He
I have a
was,
feeling
too.
that it's every time I am leaving the manor something fun is happening? Like, come the fuck on, people.
All right.
Well, we'll
Would
get to
you
your
like to-
segment.
Is there anything else you'd like to roleplay, Star?
I'm going to go down to my room, I think. I would like to try to. Carefully.
I'd say you guys stumble. Roll another acrobatics check, both of you.
With a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
That went a little better.
Not really.
You,
Hey, here's the funny part: 6 and 9.
you
69.
both fall down the last 5 feet. You don't take any damage.
As
But-
I'm assuming I'm letting him go down first, and I'm like, and I kind of like look down at him and go, "Stop looking up my skirts."
And then y'all fall the last 5 feet and you end up laying on top of him.
I literally, my head went straight to anime where the chick lands right on the guy,
Yeah.
fully mounted and everything. Oh, that looks weird in my head.
Well, honestly, if that does happen, I will kind of look at you and go, "Well, Tay did say not in his bed." Oh my God, Tay!
Why, people?
We are not adults.
No, you're
12
not.
year
No,
olds.
we're 12.
All
we're
of you.
12. All of us.
Oh,
Oh God.
I wonder how much story I'm gonna get when I come back to the tavern.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god.
That depends if we're passing out like right here.
Exactly.
Oh my
Is that
god.
all that you two wanted to do?
Sure.
I don't think there's anything else we need to do right
All right.
now.
All right, you had a hand.
As I felt Faye's presence coming into the room, and I kind of get sit there and go, "Hey, surprised to see you here." And I just kind of take my cloak off, my head cloak off for a minute. And go, "What brings you here?"
Just kind of sit down beside him and kind of get into a little bit of a meditative pose. And I wanted to apologize for what happened at Growlhund Manor with the book.
Oh, no. It is what it is. You know? I get it. You know, there's no need to apologize. Like, I have to listen, you know? I have to go with what my instincts are. But also, I have a thought, and I don't know. Do you think the investigative place has any knowledge of these people or this thing we're looking for?
Maybe not the knowledge, but I'm sure for the right amount of coin they would look into it.
I just don't want us to get in trouble too. At this point, we're trying to play as low as possible, low key. Like, I'm cool walking around and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie anymore. I can't lie. Like, that's the point. Like, I'm blunt with you at this point. Like, we've already talked about this. Mano y mano. I broke in that room. You opened the book, and we had to say it. Like, I'm straightforward shooting with you. I even gave up the doll. Okay, that doll is gone now. All I have is a stick.
Quick question: wouldn't the doll technically still be leaning against the wall in the upstairs floor of Growlin Manor?
Yes.
That's
Yep.
the real reason the kids were fucking crying when they came downstairs.
I mean, really.
let's just be honest about it.
Yeah.
But that's the real reason I'm apologizing for the book, is I let my greed get the better of me when you mentioned the book.
Well, if you're looking for greed, I'd give you my money because I don't need it.
It's not about the money. It's
Payback, isn't it?
no. I have been trying to learn as much magic as possible.
Good. Knowledge is important.
Even though it goes against what I believe religiously, I would like to try and at least have one more conversation with my parents.
I set my walking stick down to my left of me. And I kind of get into my shell from my one side over by my left side. It's kind of reach in there and I kind of grip around him. And I kind of give him the one finger thing or the one hand thing. And I go, and I open it up and I set it down next to him. And I go, that's why I live every day. Because those two people. It's my grandma and grandfather. I love those two, like the bread and butter of what I do. I learn things every day, and I have to meet new people every day. And then I go, and all up here is all that memories. That's all I have. So I get it. I understand. It's why it's hard for me to step on your guys' toes, but at the same time, I'm here to learn. I'm here to enjoy life too, though, because when's another chance I'm going to get a free pot of food from a noble's house? Not very often. It's pretty cool.
Well, if you stick around with me, it might happen a bit more often than you think.
I know, but I felt bad, That food was sitting there, man. It's a waste of food, People can't be wasting food money, That's like a turtle not eating for a week. I'm just saying. But I really like these nunchucks too. I haven't tested them yet, but they're so cool. I just thought it'd balance me out a little bit.
I thought you would appreciate the design. They said they would do their best. I think they went above and beyond and definitely succeeded.
I know, but I get suspicious about the cloak, though. Like, I know these gnomes, I like them, but I still feel like I'm fat.
You're not fat, you're just big shelled.
Yeah, I figured that. I haven't heard that one before. And I give you this look like I've heard it one time. But the other question is, do we still have that spirit around here?
Oh shit. I would assume so. Out of character, I would assume so. You're
Yes,
talking
Leaf
about
is still around.
Yeah, Leaf.
Okay.
If we talk to him, he might make a pretty good alarm system in case somebody tries to break into the manor.
It's a good point. The other thing we should do, and I thought about this for a minute, because of the fact, I'm assuming Trissora went where we told him to go, right?
I nod my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could head there in the morning, possibly. Or we can go into town, go into the marketplaces, areas and stuff, and just try to lay low for a while and just try to I guess not try to get in trouble, but try to like talk to people and just be like, what's been going on, or like, I'd like to the private eye place. I think you and I could go there because I like the guy that's there. I don't know if you know him, but he's a pretty cool guy.
DB. What the fuck,
I
DB?
knew that would fucking
You
come.
do not sense Daggett.
Just making sure. I got started laughing. Well, are you talking about Trench?
I believe so, yeah. The guy that gave me a pipe to smoke when I tried to tell him what was going on or something, he gave me a free pipe, and I was like, it's kind of cool. And I kind of grabbed one nearby where I'm at and try to light one for a moment.
Does the pipe look like it's anything special?
Looks like a wooden pipe.
It's just a wooden pipe. It's not like it's, carved to have a tiger's eye or anything on it.
No, I think it was just regular. I just tell them. I just tell they now. Honestly, he was talking to me and he said he didn't have any work. I was trying to get some work because I get kind of bored. I want to go find cool things, but now it's like now I feel like we're the hunted now, so we're like can't really do anything, or maybe we can find out if we're on that list.
I think in the morning I have to head to the City of the Dead anyway for worship. I think I'd like to see if perhaps there's any knowledge in those scrolls that look like maybe it was copied over or even removed.
Or I kind of perk up for a minute and I stop smoking my pipe for a minute and go, or maybe either the scrolls or we go to the library and try to find out some information more about the Shoons. Because what I told you originally, but we can cross-reference it with some other stuff.
While we're there, we may look to see the windmill is so important, perhaps who owned it in the past.
It's true too, but I will be your watch more than the person talking. I'd rather be your watch than the person doing all the hard work. Because I can't talk, remember? We've already discussed this. If you want the blunt truth, I'm your guy, but I can do a lot more than talk. I kind of just put my arm sleeves up. But yes, you can meditate here as much as you want. I kind of light some fun incenses around, and I put my cloak back up, and I go, you stay as long as you need. I'm going to be here meditating, and you just tell me the cue, and I'm by your side.
And I'll just meditate beside Gar.
Meditation gets interrupted. Why the fuck are we hearing Celine Dion?
Cutting to Minnie.
Yeah.
You hear a poppy little beat as I'm assuming. Are you as a cat or as an elf going down the street?
I'm going as an elf.
All right.
Actually, you know what? The one that I was thinking of was go Tristra, go Tristra.
So, what specifically are you doing, Minnie?
I am going over from what the plan was that I went with Tay, going up to the field, the field, warlords, and I'm basically going to look for the spot that were on the map, I presume that I actually have the map with me as well.
Most likely, just so you could actually find it.
Yeah. And I would basically just head up there, make sure that I was going to go scope out the area during the night. Seeing as I have dark vision.
Ooh, okay.
Fucking roll 20.
Just double checking something.
Yeah.
So
So-
you go up there.
Mhm.
You do see a windmill. Let me.
Benny, put your
There we
token
go.
on the board somewhere, you weirdo.
No.
Looking at it, you notice a crumbling 2-story stone building that
Yes, please.
had been a windmill before the city rose up around it. So it is one, but it has been so long that it's been used properly that it's starting to crumble. You notice that there does not appear to be light sources coming from inside. The walls on the outside are covered with various graffiti. There's a bunch of garbage running around. And the windows appear to have no glass left from the years of misuse.
So they're not boarded up or anything like that.
The windows are not, and the doors don't appear to be boarded.
Okay. I'm quickly looking in to see if I can see anything inside.
You just going to look in, or are you going to try to do it sneakily?
Sneakily.
All right. Roll me a stealth check first, and then a perception check.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, it is snowing, so you're probably leaving footprints. Perception then.
Oh, this is the right one.
Okay, so you notice 4 people on the inside of the building. They appear to be homeless. They are all just mostly huddling closer together for what little bit of warmth that they can. It looks like they're trying to get ready for the oncoming storm. One of them does look up and notice you, but they don't really make a whole big to-do about it. You get the sense that they're not looking for any type of trouble. They just want to make it through the night.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't think I can that. Nope, I don't have that.
Oh. You don't have a flint and steel on?
Nope, I don't. Oh, I do actually have a tinder box.
That would have flint steel.
Yeah, that'd be a flint and steel.
Okay.
Even the tinder box.
The scent of roasted bananas fills the air.
I don't know how I feel about giving them just for the reason of that, but my insight thing for this is just like Trisha wanted to be nice because she sees how they have it and she knows how they feel because she kind of have been living like them. So she gives her $10 or flint and steel. Give them gold for a room. I mean, yeah.
However, then it's give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for life. You give them gold and they're good for a night. You give them a tinderbox and they're good for the winter.
True. I'm gonna hand them over my $10, so they have that.
Now who has wings?
They gratefully take it and start trying to light a small fire. You see that they're gathering as much non-flammable stuff to create a pit and are trying to make a small contained fire so that they can stay warm.
And as I'm also looking around, as I gave them the box, I'm also looking for any form of tattoos.
You do not notice any tattoos on these people. You do, continuing off of your perception check, notice that there are stairs going up to the second floor. And there does seem to be a rut on the outside, roughly wide enough for a cart. And it's been going the same way enough times that you have a nice groove where snow's starting to pile in.
Eh.
I would also potentially, as I'm outside, look for any form of bricks. There's we lost Gar, I think.
Just keep going.
Okay.
We'll fill them in later.
I will be trying to look for any bricks that is potentially out of place or anything that matter.
Do an investigation check.
Wasn't that hurt?
Oh,
It was so close to being an 18. I see nothing.
Looks like a window. Graffiti on it looks. Some of it looks nice. However, it looks pretty trashy.
I feel like I'm gonna go like towards the good-looking side, trying to see if there's anything out of place over there.
You're looking at the other side?
Yeah.
Right. Make another investigation check.
Hopefully this one is better.
It is slightly better.
Yeah.
I'd say on the other side, this would be the side that's a little bit more rounded. Just to give you a little bit of context, you'd have the rounded side, and then you'd have more of a box shape that you would have like all the grain coming in, so you could get like carts to pull up properly and have an easier time loading them up. So you're now in the back where it's more rounded. You don't see any bricks out of place. Looking up, you do see what looks like candlelight coming from one of the rooms up on the second floor.
Okay. And there's no way of getting near to the second floor without having to go inside?
You can try to climb bricks, but with the snow coming down and the fact that the bricks are crumbling, it would be pretty difficult.
Yeah, and I would probably also have a bit of a disadvantage due to the snow.
Yeah.
I'm just going to continue to look around outside, basically for about 5 minutes more so, to see if there's anything else that I could potentially have been missing, but if not, I'll head back to the tavern. Yeah, mana.
Do one last perception or investigation check.
It's gonna be perception because that is what I'm highest in. Hey!
On that, you notice two things. One, you notice the smell of raw meat. And you also notice little droplets of blood
Of
on the
what?
ground that they're starting to bleed through the snow a little bit before they get buried.
Of raw meat, or... Of what did you say, Wolfie?
So you notice two things. You notice the scent of raw meat. That
Yeah.
it seems to be coming from the windmill itself. And you notice drops of blood on the ground. The snow's starting to pick it up as it rehydrates it, and it's bleeding through, but it's quickly getting buried.
Okay. And from whenever that happened, I just start walking back with all of this information. And yeah.
Alright. Very cold, very wet, Trista. Goes
Yeah,
back
she
to
is now pretty wet for what just happened.
He's wet, eh? Yeah, I'm 12. I know it. And I'm assuming
You
Wolfie
hurt
probably
me.
did not.
I did not. Hello, Ira and Morgan.
There, that's close enough.
Sorry, my chat has not been pinging me. I had it set up to ping me when people were messaging me, but nope.
Do you turn it off for D&D nights?
No.
Let's get Trisha back home.
A very cold and wet Trisra steps through. What needle are you starting on?
The tattoo, he wants to attune to it.
Ah, yes. That just takes about an hour of you basically meditating on it. We can say that you were doing it while Trissa was out.
Well, because I wanted Thay there to help me do it, because I can't do it by myself, or can I do it by myself? Like, I wasn't
You
sure,
would be
like,
able to do it by yourself.
But
Unless you wanted it specifically on a place that you wouldn't be able to reach normally.
Is that how that works, though?
Yeah.
Out of characters, it needs to be somewhere I can touch it or reach it.
You just need to press it to your skin.
Yeah, it just has to be pressed to your skin. Wherever you want the tattoo to show up. And
it's going to be, it'll be on my left side because I put the pictures on my left side. So I want it right there on my left side. Like kind of like right inside my skin. Like kind of like right here. That's all. Okay.
It says...
You choose the general design, but it will always appear to be in a style of claws.
Yeah, claw-like forms and other jagged shapes. So it's basically like almost like a animal paw with claws in a tribal design, almost.
Okay, we can find one then. Out of character, no problem.
Okay, I do have a technical question, Wolfie.
It's also called Careless Whispers. But I will say that, yes, Gart, you do attune to the needle.
Does the Ring of Water Walking need attunement?
Yes.
It doesn't actually say it on the page. It just says, or Ring of Swimming, sorry. It just says Ring Uncommon.
I don't
Last
think
I
the ring
knew
is...
it did. It may have changed with 5e.
I think they changed it for... Yeah, for 5e it doesn't.
Okay, I'm just going to slip that on my finger with nobody the wiser. Fun fact, Faye doesn't know how to swim.
You live in a seaside town.
Oh God.
Thank you,
Remy.
Remy.
700 bits for each hour or 700 bits for 7 hours?
I think it's meant for 7 hours.
But I will say that, Gart, you are attuned to the needle. Both you and Tay watch as the needle suddenly bursts into a little blob of ink and then just starts adhering itself to your skin.
So do I have a body reaction to this at all, or is it pretty natural for me?
That's up to you.
What would you say? Can I roll a check on myself somehow? With like, what would I do? A strength check?
Well, Constitution, considering it's something affecting your body.
Yeah, I'll do Constitution.
I'm used to the pain.
That's a nice
Fuck
one.
pain. Pain is my bitch.
Well, Faye, it didn't hurt.
It stings a little bit as the ink penetrates, but you're used to worse.
All right.
Oh my God, DB. 12-year-olds. Hey.
I have the feeling that a frying pan is going to be flying towards someone tomorrow.
I am not gonna go downstairs before everybody else is down there.
I mean, there'd be no reason for them to get upset with me. That was entirely DB thing.
And yeah, no.
Right, just so we don't get too caught up in things, we're probably going to start winding up here.
Okay.
So next morning, everybody goes downstairs.
Yeah, next morning, everyone wakes up. Star, give me a Constitution check, please.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm sick as a damn dog. I rolled at a disadvantage.
You are nauseous, and you have a massive headache.
Of course. I.
There's a
is
warm
Ukamara-
body behind you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Ulkamar is definitely already awake and just kind of just laying there.
Oh, you're cuddling her? Oh.
Has been all night. 12-year-olds.
You did
Now, I
say
do
that he had
have
a heart
a-
underneath all that coldness.
Wow.
She
For
did. She
sake.
did. She did those. She said you have a heart underneath all of that coldness.
And he does. But apparently not for everybody, because he likes to throw throwing pans at me.
Raid is never going to let that down.
Suddenly, here's a fun one for you. Suddenly a pan flies out of the kitchen at you because of the fucking hidden servant.
I just gotta say one thing. I am standing beside the doorway. It's not me it's going at.
I am going to go into the bathroom and change into my not dancing costume today, which means we're going to have a peaceful day. Because every time I change into my dancing costume, shit goes down.
Little does she know.
Oh God, don't do that to me. But yeah, I'm gonna change into my regular clothing, and then I ask him if he wants to go downstairs.
You just see me just sing on the bed like this, essentially stretching, and just give you a nod. And I open the door and head out. I wait for you at the stairs, essentially.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Whoop.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. We have a second floor, third floor. That's yeah. Good God, I lost where we were at.
Shut the fuck up, DP. Get out of my head.
I smacked Tay upside his head.
No reason to smack me upside my head.
Yes.
Don't I, Mister? Not in my bed.
I mean, I heard noises from upstairs. Gar can attest to the
And-
fact.
You didn't even ask.
You technically interrupted our meditation session, but as a friendly person, I will allow it because of the circumstances. Just be protected
just
next
like
time.
to-
That's all we ask.
Oh. Tea, please. I would just like some tea, please. I
I'm
would
just,
really like some tea, please.
I'm actually gonna get up.
I
I'm gonna give Lyra a
Thank you, darling. And when you find a girlfriend, I'm going to pick on you just as badly as you picked on me.
I have nothing to worry about.
Says you. Or I should say, if you find a love, I will pick on you just as hard as you picked on me.
I have a question to whisper to Wolfie.
I kind of look at Tristara for a minute and I go, was it a natural light or was it a glow?
It looks like a candle.
I would say no to that, Dark.
Okay.
What happened last night? What did I miss?
You missed nothing, trust me. Exactly. Except I went exploring.
I checked out the bag the Upramar threw at me. I
Oh,
kind of
but-
lean over the bar to see if Upramar's even listening to what's being said.
And
The stone was inside, as well as a map.
what is it pointing? Is it pointing? What is it doing? How do you use it?
No. Not entirely sure what the stone's for, but the map had a precise location on it. Tristra went and scouted it out last night.
Are you alright, Tristra?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just cold as hell when I got back. But that's...
Yes.
I'm good now.
There was also a name on the map.
Okay.
It rings no bells, but it was
What's the name?
son of a bitch. I had it in my D&D notes, and because my computer decided it needed a restart, it didn't save my D&D notes.
I'm scrolling up so we can get that. Actually, wait. What am I doing? I don't need to scroll up for that. I can just redo it.
Thing will help distribute those. That's what I send it to do after it brings me my tea.
Thrakus. I attempt to pronounce it.
What is that? Do I recognize this? Fracas.
Is this name in any way, shape, abyssal, celestial, common, elvish, or infernal?
You can make a. Trying to decide. I'd say make a general intelligence check.
Ooh.
Ooh. Almost a dirty 20.
It sounds more like draconic in nature.
I think it might be draconic, but I'm not certain. Anybody speak draconic?
No. Is there a way we could find it out?
Yeah, we could very easily go to the library and just look up the draconic language and see what it might mean.
What library?
There's a couple of them in the city. It just depends on which one we want to go to.
The library.
I think I need to find out a little bit of my own research as well.
I kind of look at her back. I didn't look back at her face. Like, yeah, I think so too.
I give him the that look.
Were your wings pitch white? I can't remember. Were they just like completely white?
No, they were just kind of, they're made of light. So they were golden. They may actually turn different colors later. I don't know. I'm just like, this is the first time they came out. I have no idea.
Okay, I guess we'll all eat since Ukramar made food for everybody.
Thank you.
I also kind of mentioned, I kind of nudged they go, what about the thing?
I
Tell
don't-
Lyra about the thing.
Tristra,
Other thing.
guys, my wings are gone right now.
Oh.
They
fall back in after a
they
certain
sprout
amount
out
of
and they fade away.
time.
Never mind that one then.
What thing were you talking about, Gart?
I was like, I told her, I was like, Well, about the, I know we already mentioned about the Trissera thing, but the thing about going to the library for the other thing to look up the
Oh, yes. We were thinking about going to the library to look it up as well because the map kind of led to a windmill up in the field ward. Might look into seeing potentially who owned it. As far as we now know, it's been abandoned for who knows how long. As well, if this is morning, Wolfie, then after the meditation with Gar, I obviously would have slunk off to the City of the Dead to do my little worship and then come back.
Mhm.
Would I have found out if there was, like, did it look like anything was copied out of the scrolls? Did it look like anything was crossed out of the scrolls or anything like that?
The scrolls did not seem to be tampered with.
Okay.
It looked like they were most likely just kind of rifling through them, seeing like, okay, who are these people? Like, what were their relations?
Which is stupid because they could have literally just gone in and asked to see it.
And then I also tell Lyra nicely, and I go, I also mentioned to her that they and I had a good talk last night, and I'm gonna be the the old man muscles of this group and just kind of just make sure nothing happens to him while he does all the talking. Unless he wants my honest opinion.
I'm gonna grin and say he let me tattoo him.
Huh.
Did he?
Cool.
But you can tattoo.
Apparently.
Let me see. Let me see.
I kind of just show her on the inside of my arm the tattoo. I just kind of pull my arm out a little bit so you can see it. It's on the inside of my like muscle right here where the tattoo is.
Is it like a rune or something, or is it a picture?
It's like a claw.
Yeah.
It's like a little claw.
If you go to the tab where we get our character sheets on Roll20, just scroll down till you see the Eldritch Claw tattoo, and it'll give you a little description. Gar can find an actual like picture of something that he'd like to have. I would also, since I gave 2 healing potions to Trissera, I would also give 2 of the, because there were 6 healing potions in that thing according to my notes. So I would also give 2 to Lyra, 1 to Gar, and another to Upermar to spread them out.
Thank you, darling.
So that would be, if you want to write it down, that'd be healing potions that heal for 2d4.
Is it the difference than a potion of healing, or is it the
It's just
It's a common potion of healing.
Yeah. You have like potion of healing, a greater potion of healing, and so on and so forth. Like
what's
superior
this one?
potions.
Is this a common one, or is this?
Yeah,
This is
it's a common. So it's 2d4 whenever you drink.
2d4 plus 2.
So I have 2 of those now. So okay.
Yep.
All right. That's all I need.
Yeah, because I don't know where I got them from, but I have 2, so it makes no sense for me to
You
hold
got them
anymore.
from the sewer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I just give
Sewer
my friendly nudge,
potion.
going, "Oh."
Clearly not contaminated.
I will also hand the chest back to Upermar and just say this would be very good for any of our food supplies. We could just keep it here at the manor if need be.
What is it? Is it a chest? What is it?
I would assume, just with my general knowledge of magic and stuff, that I could identify this, even though it would take me probably an hour or something to identify it.
Something that me and Rain were talking about is Saga would have, not Saga, Rainier would have left a little note explaining kind of what they did.
Okay, so I would have found the note now. It preserves
So
food,
it is,
essentially.
Oh, that's lovely. Have you received a visit from Staggett yet?
Did I receive a visit from Staggin in the middle of the night?
Not yet.
Fuck.
It's gonna come
How
out of the
late?
blue.
How late is it in the morning? And about what time does Daggett go to bed?
You do not send Staggets. It's late enough in the morning that Saget, especially after everything that happened yesterday, would probably be try to catch up on some sleep.
I may just go visit him later on. Go ahead and rip the
Poor
bandage
guy.
off. Go ahead and rip the bandage off, so to say.
No, we'll go with you, darling. You know that.
Think it might be better for me to go by myself.
I look at Tay and it's just like, are you sure?
You sure
Hey,
you don't want to bring a little pussycat with you?
I think that it would be better for him to just direct all of his anger at me. You missed.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
If you're
this
not trying to
whole-
do damage, I was gonna say, if
Assuming
you're not trying to do damage, you could just.
I was just trying to hit him for 1 hit point, but yeah.
so you just wanted to slap him.
I just wanted to slap him hard enough, but I missed it.
So chest to Upramar. Obviously, it's a chest of preservation. We could keep meat and things in it, and it would prevent it from spoiling very quickly.
It prevents you from spoiling. Period.
Prevents it from spoiling, period. And then I'd hold up the potion of climbing and say, I don't know who could potentially climb a wall or something, but this would help them. And then I'm going to hold up the drift globe and just ask, how many of us can see in the dark?
I raised my hand up. I can see. I have dark vision.
I do believe it's
I
everyone
call out-
except for guards.
right.
I am also assuming that the command word was listed in the note that Rainier had for us.
Yes.
Okay. I'll hand it to Gar and explain that you can use this with the command word to either emanate light or to cast the daylight spell, but the daylight spell can only be used once per dawn. And it will hover and follow you. Should you find yourself in the dark.
Man, so I can't see squat at night. Oh, this will work out great. I have like eyeglasses now. That's always nice. I kind of just chuckle. I'm like,
Yeah.
I put this in here, and I just kind of try to shove it in my other side of my arm.
And like I said to start, if you want to click where we normally access our character sheets under magic items, you'll see the drift globe. It's pretty damn cool, to be honest with you. And I will...
You will what?
I'm going to send
waiting.
Gar the link to the daylight spell on D&D Neon.
Okay. So, you all enjoy a little bit of your
Peaceful
morning.
breakfast.
Peaceful morning. The
An
immediate
actual peaceful
danger.
breakfast.
Yeah, the immediate dangers have passed. You finally feel like you can rest and recover. And then you hear a raven cry. You see 3 gashes appear
Where?
right about here. A hole
Hey.
seemingly opening in space.
Those
Would
are
anyone
some
like to-
interesting crows.
Ravens.
Anybody like to make a what?
Ravens, Charles Raven.
If anyone would like to, they can make a perception check.
I'm making a perception check.
Same. I mean, I walked out as that happened.
Wow.
Star, you're still stuck in straight to DM mode.
Damn, Gar. Every one of
Gar is
Gar's
serious.
rolls tonight have been
Right.
like on point.
Yeah, he's taking them.
So you all
Can I roll it
notice-
again then?
I'll just say that you got a 12.
All right, thank you.
You all see a darkened landscape through this rift. A slight silver fog is starting to roll out, drifting along the floor.
Tay, what is that?
Do I know what this is?
You know what? Just for that, Remy, I attack all the ravens immediately. I mean, what?
Hmm.
I'd
heard a cry of a raven,
say
now that there is a raven.
No. Actually, I'd say roll Arcana.
16.
You get the sense that this is a portal of some type. You all watch as nothing seems to happen. You just see shadows and this fog pass through. Before suddenly a tall, beautiful, and intimidating woman steps through. The rift immediately closing right behind her. She looks around, regards each one of you with a cold, solid, white-eyed stare before settling onto Tay.
Oh,
You
fuck.
see pitch black hair being pulled into a tight braid, revealing pointed elven ears. You hear her say 2 words. Hello, nephew. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh.
The fuck?
Whoa! Shit!
Are you absolutely? Well, first of all, A, she's not fucking here. B, I wish she was, and I wish you could keep going.
Well, we'll pick up right from there next week.